Yes, I want to start the stream.
What if you did, maybe the
Well,
life
congrats
of
on the
Spark's children?
17,000 views.
Yeah, I actually have some footage for that.
Wait, that would be interesting.
Alright, it's up.
Ooh. Interesting.
How long ago
Okay,
was
who's
this?
next?
That was...
There's a new subscriber.
What?
518 now.
Oh my god. Who is biting me?
I'm
Really?
going,
It's like another turtle.
to...
It's gonna be biting around.
If you come over to the plains area, I'm running around.
Deity.
I'm at Maine trying to do my dang quest. Or, not quest, but
Second pallet.
yeah, as a
Why can't I
pro.
see?
You know,
Yeah.
you have to stay invisible.
Yeah,
Why can't I see?
You know,
Yeah.
you have
yeah,
Why
come
can't
on
I
over to me. I'll show you how to do that.
see?
It's a little bit more difficult than you think.
I know, I'm trying to attempt it, but someone kept biting me.
Yeah, there's no one over here. That's why you should get over here so nobody else bothers you.
Is that I don't see them. That's the problem.
Yeah, get over here and I'll help you out.
I think they left me alone for now.
Oh,
One shot. Oh, it's 5.
what's with the dislocated back?
I am going
Yeah,
to
I'm
go do
invisible
something.
because it's not
Good.
showing me anything. Like if I click on the character creature info, it goes there's like no creature there. So that's how I know I'm invisible.
That's not how it should work.
Well, that's how it works.
That if you go to creature info, the creature should still be there. It doesn't show you what your stats affected are. It just shows you what you have. Unless they updated it.
Then
Weird.
what is this?
What was that
And
noise?
what is this?
Was that a Discord
What?
noise?
Hello.
Was it a Discord noise?
Discord noise?
I heard a...
Discord.
I went live to show him what the flip I meant about it being, you know, invisible.
And you're walking around invisible.
Not only that, if I click Q, this is all I see. Literally only my dog.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you might want to come, like, rejoin. Because it's
No,
probably glitched.
joining.
Did you realize you only need to stand still for 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm fine though.
Oh,
Mm. While I'm waiting for this next stream to go up, might as well just watch some documentaries, cause why not? Don't mind me. I'm
started to do documentaries.
gonna watch a soccer one. Froggy marches.
Oh.
Oh my god, that is hysterical. There's a spell called Animal Shapes, and it's like a multi creature polymorph that
Oh.
lasts for an entire day.
Oh
and
gosh.
you can just blip them into whatever shape you want. Like, you can change it. Yeah, you can use your action to transform affected creatures into new forms.
That is slightly horrifying.
Unfortunately, you can't do it on non-willing creatures, because that would be absolutely hysterical. And it's basically wild shape, but for other people.
Hmm. I just startled a Wystora family. That's good.
This speedy T-Rex thing, I have to do that now. I need to have a like base boosted Thomas the Tank Engine video up in the background so I can just play that when it happens.
Yes, do it. That'll be amazing.
Let's see, where is it?
Ah. Nice to see that everyone is muted.
Oh, I need to pick cantrips. How many cantrips do I have? I have 4. There's so many cantrips. Why are there so many?
Are you streaming?
I am.
Well, you are. Hold on.
Let's see. Thunderclap is a fun one. I can cast it as a Rex, I think. Drama.
Hi. Need to make my way over to water. And I just became visible. Oh! I unlocked it anyway. Well, cool. It's gonna reset. Oh, wow.
Okay, so I am going to have to
An
pop off of Discord so I can talk to everybody.
Okay.
Ready?
Bye.
Yeah. I will be in stream though.
Alrighty.
Actually, can I just... Oh, Deafin is also muted. Okay, so I have to disconnect.
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
Yeah, not much, just waiting for people to filter in. You got your character ready?
More or less.
What are you as?
Tabaxi Druid. And
Oh,
I found
you're a
out
druid.
that you know that thing that the Tabaxis do, the burst of speed?
Yes.
It's most creatures would theoretically be capable of it because it's just a burst of speed.
Yeah,
So I can
know they're,
become
like,
a
based off the cats,
T-Rex
they're like
and
cheetahs.
run 100 feet in a turn and then attack.
Well, if you morph, you still... Does it specify when you wild shape, you still have the abilities of your, like, the abilities of your race?
Yes, if the creature is capable of using it.
Ah, alright then. Yeah, like, it has to have legs if it can get a burst of movement speed.
Not necessarily.
Hmm?
Snakes can strike and go really fast.
Yeah. I just can't see how a snake can go faster, is my point. There's really nothing to rev up.
They're already at peak performance. But
Unless they coil like a spring and bounce.
But just imagine. So it's like, you know, that scene in Jurassic Park, you see the puddle shaking,
Yeah.
and then just suddenly Thomas the Tank Engine theme as the T-Rex comes bursting through 100 feet in 6 seconds, and then casts something.
It's Roadrunner and like the Coyote and Roadrunner show.
Yeah.
How like the Roadrunner moves its legs and they kind of just spin on an axis like on a ceiling fan and it makes that blur. Imagine a T-Rex with that.
Oh, Connor. Oh no.
I think that's chased on Nikki as a T-Rex as well.
So this was entertaining. When I was picking magic items, I'm like, I've gotten everything that I can like get, and like my attunement slots are all full. So what else can I do? I'm like, oh, I'll just pick secondary attunement swords.
Oh, Philip. It was an effort for me to pick out my equipment because I was playing an artificer and Tommy gave me the gold in a set amount of time that I could spend crafting items.
Oh my gosh.
So I have 2 very rare items and then a pile of uncommon as far as extra goes. A Ring of Regeneration, a +3 shield, and nearly every uncommon item in the book.
Oh my gosh.
I stayed away from things that granted me passive buffs or things of that sort.
What are you trying to do? Keep it balanced?
I merely just chose items that essentially are utility, like an alchemy jug, for example. My legendary item is a cubic gate, by the way.
Oh, fun.
With ties to the material plane, elemental plane of fire, celestial plane, astral plane, plane of pandemonium, and the outer plane. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So here's what I did. I wanted to test. I wanted to test my character in the most rigorous, difficult, nigh close to impossible.
What are you playing, Philip?
I'm playing a Paladin Cleric Rogue.
Oh.
What subclass for Paladin?
I didn't get far enough in Paladin to get a subclass.
Okay, I'm just asking because from what I can tell, nobody can cast after or what's the other spell? Heck.
I didn't hear the first one.
Hypnotic Pattern. That's it.
So the first one was Tasha's hideous laughter.
And Hypnotic Pattern. They're the only 2 spells that incapacitate a creature when they're not reduced to 0 hit points, and I have a pair of Dimensional Shackles, so I want to use them.
We didn't coordinate.
Well, Connor, there are plenty of NPCs in the town that some of them I would be bothered if you decided to tie up.
No, I was
most
thinking
of them you can have your way with.
What I'm saying is if we can get the spell to land on the Lich, I could just shackle him up with Dimensional Shackles and be done with it, essentially.
I don't need Blade.
It takes a DC 30 strength check to break out of them, Tommy, and they can only make the check once every 30 days. That and it kind of allows form of extraplanar travel or teleportation.
So what I decided to do to see, okay, what is the survivability and damage potential of my character? I decided to pit them up against the Tarrasque, knowing I was going to lose. But I wanted to see how far I could go. The results were I died in the 2nd round of combat, but I managed to deal 110 points of damage before I went down.
I have a question. Do both of you guys have dark vision?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got a clockwork fayfly and a drift globe as essentially magic torches, and nobody needs them.
No, because with dark vision, it's dim light, which means perception checks get disadvantaged. So still.
Well, I'm gonna have I am going to have a little clockwork firefly floating around, cast, and it has the light cantrip centered on itself.
That's nice.
Yeah. Plus, it can cast fairy fire once a day, so that saves my spell slots. Ooh, actually,
Hey, Connor.
Hmm?
What is Bingsley's passive perception?
18.
Oh, yeah. How is perception calculated again?
10 plus your perception modifier.
Okay.
Pretty simple. I have a question. Guys, do you think Eldritch Blast, dealing 4d10 force damage, is better or worse than the Horn of Blasting? The Horn of Blasting deals 5d6 thunder damage in a 30-foot cone.
I'd take the Horn of Blasting personally.
I'm just asking because I have magic items, and as far as damage dealing goes, some of my cantrips might be better. Actually, 5d6.
It's 5d6 to everyone within the cone, right?
Yeah, a 30-foot cone.
So you position yourself correctly, and you're going to have a better damage output with that. The plus side with Eldritch Blast is you sacrifice a little bit of damage for better precision and less collateral damage.
This is true, and I will have my Eldritch Cannons, so this is going to be fun. Oh, also, Tommy, I wanted to ask, I wanted to flavor my Eldritch Cannons as, like, big nutcrackers. Do you potentially have a token for that?
Let's see.
Literally, one of them, then you know, like, how the mouth opens and, like, the actual nut-cracking spot? It's just going to open, and fire is going to billow out of it. It's going to be lovely, everyone.
I will say, doing the Tarrasque experiment did open up my eyes as to, oh, this is why it's nigh close to impossible to beat.
Yes, but I should specify that the Horn of Blasting has a 20% chance of blowing up when you use it.
Good.
That just means that we have more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is an infusion, so give me a long rest and I can make another.
So, Connor, I don't have a nutcracker per se, at least not unless I want to pay for it. I do, however, have like Civil War-esque soldiers, and nutcrackers are commonly stylized after them. Would one of those work?
Doing a Google search.
Yeah, I just searched in Roll20 so far.
That's like the one thing that I don't like as much about Roll20's methods.
Yeah. Oh, and Connor, I was able to find a free Santa token for Dan, but I was unable to find an elf one for you, unfortunately.
Okay.
God, this is gonna be just
that's Zombie
absolute
Santa.
chaos.
How serious of a one-shot do you want this to be?
I
No.
want you to have fun, Philip.
Okay, so yes, my god is the Cat Lord.
Perfect.
And here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's my plan for the opening bit. Wherever we gather, if there's a large gathering of people, I'm going to try to accumulate fish. And because I have the Robe of Stars, I can phase it to the astral plane.
You
so
do?
I'm going to do that. I'm just going to leave fish all across the astral plane.
Wait, you chose that one too, Philip?
Oh, yay, we're buddies.
Yeah.
Now you can see the littering I've been doing.
But then I also have the cubic gate, so all of us can go to the astral plane.
Ooh.
Yes, or the plane of pandemonium. And I also chose the elemental plane of fire as the communal trash bin for the item.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not going to have any negative blowback.
Everything except a Tarrasque cannot die in the elemental plane of fire.
Let's see. What do I want my spells for today to be?
Oh.
Hmm?
I just realized my calculation was wrong because You know me, I took the mobile feat, as I always do, because the mobile feat is amazing and I love it.
Oh, of course.
And I'm pretty sure that would work with a T-Rex. So no, it's not 100 feet in a turn, it's 120.
Nikki, why do you... You know what? I'd say why do you do this, but then I look at my character who's essentially indestructible. I have a normal AC of 25, and I have a mid-combat AC of 32. During combat, my lowest saving throw is my strength saving throw, which would be a +8. My highest, being my intelligence, is a +21.
I don't even know what my AC is, but it's probably not going to matter anyway, because I'm going to be wild shaped 99.9% of the time.
Oh, also, Tommy, I did make a set of many-handed pouches, and I'm putting my spell storing item in them so everyone has access to it. It is currently infused with the web spell people. Concentration up to an hour. It creates a 20-foot cube of difficult terrain, and anybody who gets stuck in it needs to make a dex save, or they're stuck inside it. Then it's a strength save to get out. It's an AOE restraining spell. Just don't set it on fire.
No
also,
promises.
I can fly. That, and you know how you know how artificers get their little homunculus servant and clockwork guys? Mine is a flying squirrel named Sugar Cookie.
Snow and her, and is it a boy or girl?
It's a clockwork machine.
Oh, it's a clockwork. I was gonna say.
No, it is made of metal.
Oh my god, that's going to be interesting. It's an animal, but it's not! What have you done?
So I know we had a little bit of debate about this last time. I did check. You can stack the spell smites and the actual divine smite. So Nikki, I'm sorry you didn't have your.
So it doesn't take a bonus action to smite to do your normal paladin smite.
Yeah, no. The specific thing is it's part of the attack.
Okay. I did not know.
That's what I thought, but I'm like, eh.
Anyone
It
here
saved
from
your
Japan, by the way?
Yeah, I'm disappointed about that.
I have not. Connor, do you think you could give him a text or a call or something?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, and thank you guys for reaching out over Instagram. I, as of the moment, don't have a phone with cell service because I had to. I ordered an upgraded phone, but one of the buttons didn't work, and I had to jump through all these hoops to sell it back to send it back after it was already activated. And so the SIM card, my old one, doesn't work right now.
I should probably take Revivify.
Well,
just in case.
Maybe, but I have the Clockwork Heal Bee, which I'm planning on using essentially as a pool of healing words. That, and Dan is playing a paladin, so he's got like a pool of 50 lay on of hands.
Yeah, but you know, as a last resort, like I'm not planning on using it. It's one of like my 11 spare cleric spell that's.
I have 8 healing words with this Clockwork Heal Bee.
No, I don't think any of these are relevant. Let's see, what's Aura of Life do? I don't remember this.
Oh yeah, also I found out that there's a spell that is basically group wild shape, and I can change anybody who's affected on any turn with my action.
Huh.
So
even involuntary target?
No, unfortunately. That would be hysterical, though.
Out of kindness to Tommy and to not make it too chaotic for him, I will not pick Summon Celestial as one of my spells.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going
Philip,
to be staying away from summoning as well.
What's your character's name, by the way?
Stay away from summoning, guys. Oh, that's... Just gives me more room to do it.
Say again, Philip. I couldn't hear.
Corin.
Do you have his stats rolled so far?
Yes.
what is his passive perception?
Passive perception.
I've got animate object, summon
Oh.
construct, about 6 elemental gems. A couple bag of you guys know the bag of tricks, right? It
Yeah.
summons small animals. I have some of those.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Oh, Bless and Bane, I guess.
Also, my plan to essentially cause chaos is essentially throw down one of the elemental gems and then use one of my 5 packets of Dust of Disappearance. Making all of us invisible as an earth elemental wreaks havoc on whatever is in front.
That is great. Oh my
I
god.
have 6
Snowfall is the
elemental
anti-faith.
gems and 5 Dust of Dis. Or Philip, how good are you at sneaking? You said you were a rogue multiclass?
I'm very good at the sneakings.
Alright, I'm probably gonna give you an elemental gem so you can throw one so the feral elemental doesn't notice you, only notices the enemy.
My stealth bonus is a +11.
Hmm.
Plus, I've also got what's the spell? Pass Without a Trace.
Oh.
Ooh.
So if I want to burn a spell slot, then it goes up to +21.
I've kind of half-picked the spells.
Or I could just Flash of Genius you to give you another +6 for a +15.
I've picked the ones that I
Well-
definitely want, but
My
have
Divine
25,
Domain
so-
ended up being the Trickery Domain, so Pass Without Trace was just one of them that I always have.
Well, I mean, it's a good spell to have in your back pocket.
Oh yeah.
Especially since it targets a group. So apparently Dan thought today was Tuesday.
Oof.
Oh,
Sorry, so what is everyone's, so I'm now familiar with what everyone's class is. What are their races?
A forest gnome.
Ooh.
Tabaxi.
I am playing a half-orc.
I am an ex-Santa elf. I'm chaotic, neutral, and bitter towards why I was fired.
in Connor's words, Bingsley loves Christmas. He just thinks it needs new management.
Alright, no, so I figured out my backstory a little bit. And Dan is essentially playing another elf. He's a bit, like, he's essentially a Santa, like, it looks like Santa, maybe like a little bit of a Santa like, impersonator.
Oh, but not Santa himself.
No, he just worked in the same department that I did, so he knows of what I did, or knows of the rumors.
So here,
Essentially-
before you tell everyone else, how do I whisper to you?
You see in the top right corner of our box, it should be
Yeah.
there should be like a button.
Do I need to hold that or click it?
Just click it.
The most I've got, character-wise for him, is he's just lolling around. Like, literally, you follow wherever he goes, look in the astral plane, there's fish just laying around everywhere.
Wait, what is it that lets you see into other planes? I'm pretty sure druids have that, if I remember correctly.
Don't know. Not off the top of my head. Snowfall is the anti-faith? What?
Yeah, because she has 15 perception for passive perception. This is, I think, the first character I've ever made that has a 20 in wisdom.
Tommy, did you send Dan like an email invite?
I did. I can send it again though.
All right.
Like, that's just his general MO. Comes to a new city and starts proclaiming the good word of the Cat Lord, requests sacrifices of fish, takes them to the astral plane, and just throws them everywhere.
Well, I'm a fan of woodland critters. Fish are kind of so-so. Fish are sus.
So
They don't have legs. How do they get around?
I'm just imagining when you first see the trail of fish, what you must be floating in the afterlife, what your first thoughts must be.
I'm using that as essentially like if I have freedom to warp between planes as I wish, that's a great way to like essentially go invisible without going invisible.
Wait, please tell me that Water Walk doesn't have a cost. Oh my god, Water Walk doesn't have a cost to the components. I can cast it in wild shape.
Or I can give you a ring of water walking. I have one of those, Nikki.
Can you spellcast while in your wild shape
Yes,
form?
at 20th level, any druid can cast, and they can ignore verbal, somatic, and also material components that don't cost anything.
Do you want a ring of water walking so you can save spell slots?
That wouldn't work.
What do you mean?
Okay, so first of all, it's not going to fit on a T-Rex.
Like, make it like an ear piercing.
Okay, so who can
Have
see
you
them
forgotten
now?
what
I
a
can
T-Rex
see
looks
you.
like?
Oh, right, no, I didn't think. Alright. I don't know, they've got small fingers?
Everybody gangsta till the T-Rex starts walking on water.
Alright, Dance, I'm gonna refresh.
Yeah. Okay, so Dan, I'm curious.
I'm gonna reload. Give me a second.
Okay. Just look like a crazed madman whenever I come on. Oh, so that's what she looks like. Can you guys see him?
Yeah, I can see him.
He's still loading for me.
Try reloading again, see what that...
There we go. Hello.
I'm not alone forever.
I'd say less than most of the time, but that's okay.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot today was Wednesday. So.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
No,
You know the whole pandemic thing. Days just blend together.
I know, right? Okay. Have you guys been listening to the news?
No.
I didn't have to today.
Biased opinions. A couple very, very biased opinions on what's been happening.
Tibet Day would be the best day to have stopped paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool. We should listen to the news more.
Oh, most often I
Just
do
get the popcorn.
follow it, but
Look, the opinions, the online opinions I heard were of the same people who thought all of the voting allegations were baseless.
Yeah, well, you have to listen to better people.
Yeah.
honestly, if I wasn't DMing today, then I probably would have been watching. But
I was
busy.
there. I was there. It's great.
Oh, like physically or
Physically, yes.
oh,
All right.
It was so cool.
I'm so confused.
Philip, what was your passive perception?
12.
12. Nikki,
Am I the only one who took proficiency in that?
who is
I
your
did.
character? What is her name
Snowfall.
or his?
She's a tabaxi.
And what is Snowfall's passive perception?
15! And she has
Ooh.
proficiency. The anti-faith! She can actually notice things! Which is groundbreaking for me.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I didn't connect. Oh, Faith, the character. Dumb.
Hey Dan, what is your character's name?
Sugar plum.
Sweet. And what is Sugar Plum's passive?
Perception is, I believe, 17. Hang on.
What? How?
Because I took proficiency in it. Yeah, 17.
Did you guys not listen?
Wait, do you add proficiency to
Yes.
passive
Yes.
perception?
It's 10 plus. No, if you're proficient in the perception skill.
So what's your
Oh,
passive
only
now?
if you
21?
are.
Yes.
Because
So
I was
it's-
about to say, because if you do add proficiency, that's
Yeah.
a 21.
Yes. That's why it's a good skill to take proficiency in if you can.
So wait, are you saying that my passive perception is not 15 but 21?
If
Do you
you
Are
have
you
have
proficiency
proficiency in the skill.
perception is the question there.
I do have proficiency.
Then yes,
Yeah.
it's 21.
Yes, then it's 10 plus your perception modifier.
I will
My
render that then.
Yes, you see everything, Nikki. Except for Philip, because he's got a plus like 12 for stealth or something, whatever your number is.
When I
It's
pull
like
out
that
my
meme of the cat with like the
paint
pupils are just
on the
massive. What do you see? I see all! Oh my god!
So
The 3 that you had as faith, this is going to be a different game for you, Nikki.
It was 2!
My bad.
so great DM, where do we begin?
You begin. Let me pull it up here. In the town of Austinwald. Let me.
Where's Austin? I want to have a talk with that guy.
Somewhere in Texas, I think.
So, Dan, I had initially found a Santa token for your character because I thought you were going to go with being actual Santa. Would you still like to use him, or would you like a normal token?
Santa is good.
Okay. Let me move him. I'll just move you all over here. Are you all? Can you all see the map here?
Yes.
So give me 1 second to pull up tokens for all of you and get that set up, and we'll be able to get started.
Awesome. You know how to turn the grid on for this, right, Tommy?
Yes, the grid's on for the other maps, but you won't
Okay.
need it here.
I just know you're new to Roll20. Wanted to ask.
Yeah, and if I run it, there's only so much I can test without other players in the system.
No, I get it, but
If
yeah,
I
I
run
mean,
into stuff, I'll ask you guys.
you've got myself, Dan, and Philip, who are a little experienced with it, so let us know if you have a question.
Hey, so the game, are we gonna go all the way to 9, or are we gonna stop earlier? Tommy, what you're thinking?
I was initially planning to go until 9. Depending on how much you guys get through,
Okay.
depending on how much you guys explore, it may finish up at 9. There might be a little bit left, and we can roll into another session if you guys would like.
Well, I was just thinking that I forgot that the game was today, so could we cut it a little short, split into 2 halves?
Yeah, we could do that.
All right.
When do you need to go?
Oh, right around 7 would be good. 7:30.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate it. Also, it's fun not to GM, so haha.
It's a yeah.
Philip, you are a sneaky guy, right?
Yes.
How does he look?
Oh, that'll be fine.
Guy with the knife.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
This is the closest thing I could find to a tabaxi, Nikki.
Okay, that works. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Connor, would you call yourself more melee or more of a caster?
Oh, definitely a caster. I've got like 5 different kinds of guns.
Okay. How about Oh, I just had him.
Look.
Here we go.
My guy look over and reroll, so if you can get... Oh.
How's him?
Good enough. Do you have the like a token for the things that I'm summoning, as I mentioned before?
I will get on that prompt.
Okay.
Okay, Connor, you have control for him. Nikki, you have control for him. Dan, you should have control of Santa. And Philip, you should have control of Sneaky Boy.
Do you
I cannot move it? Well, I can move Clicky, but I cannot use
Yeah, because there's
arrows.
not a grid set up on this map. So Tommy, in the advanced settings, you know the I think it's under bar number 3, which is the red one we use for health. If you click visibility, we can all see our own health bars and not the numbers.
Okay, how do I make it so that you can see just the bar, Connor?
There should be 2 squares that you can click underneath for each bar numbers 1, 2, and 3. Click the left one.
Oh my god, one of my things makes any healing spell mass healing.
Hmm.
That's nice. I like that.
Like that, Connor?
Who did you do it on?
Nikki. Can you still
I-
see the numbers on yours, Nikki, or no?
I don't think
cannot
Nikki's
see
set up
numbers.
her health bar.
I did,
I
I
don't
think.
see it.
No, I
Yeah,
have
my
it.
health.
It's green.
Oh no, then you got to do it for bar number 1 for Nikki, Tommy.
I do see a green line.
There is a green line there.
He's trying to make it visible for all of us. Yeah,
Oh.
no, I think most of us use bar number 3 for health, but yeah, just do that. Do the same thing for bar number 1 on Nikki.
Oh, just make it visible to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
How's
click
that?
the left.
There we go. Well, I see numbers
Yeah,
now.
I don't see Nikki's. I mean, that's what you do, right?
Oh, I see it now. I was on the wrong thing. Let me try it again. See. Okay, how's that? Connor,
Yeah.
looking at Nikki's, can you
Yeah,
see,
yeah, that's
can you
it.
see the bar?
That's it, and I can't see the number.
Okay, if oh, Connor needs token boys.
Mm-hmm.
The other question I have is, have our
Oh.
characters met prior to this, or is this...
Yeah, I think
No.
we're in a we
You
have.
you have not met prior to this. You are all world-renowned adventurers, and you have all been invited to the town of Austinwald to celebrate their Christmas carnival.
I see.
Can I be a difficult player and refuse?
No.
We're gonna go have our own adventure now.
You know what, Connor? I can't find anything that looks like a cannon. So how many do you need?
No, I just 2 for my Eldritch Cannons. I'll let you know when I summon something else.
I just
Okay,
thought of
so
the funniest.
I just want
picking
them
your-
on hand because they're gonna be my most common summon.
I'm picking them from the Channel 8 Chibi Minis menu. So this
Okay.
is on Myoji. That's gonna be one of them. let's see. Should I?
Yeah, you're just gonna need to copy and paste them whenever
Yeah.
whenever we switch.
I was about to say another thing that at least I could do. I just showed up, and they can't make me leave because, I mean, what are you gonna do? Keep all the birds and squirrels and stuff in the area out of the town?
Well,
There's
I
no
can
way
talk
you
to
can stop me.
Actually, yes, I can talk to animals, and I'd be able to discern which ones. I could probably tell which ones are you and which ones aren't.
But you gotta catch me too.
Connor, do you need them to look different or the same?
I intend to make one a Force Ballista and one a Flamethrower, so yes.
Okay, so the other one is gonna be... Oh, I won't be that mean. I'm not gonna give you Cat Girl.
Mm.
The other one is Mo.
Alright, awesome.
And they should click, once you go onto one of the grid maps, they should click into size.
Yeah. Do I have control over them? No, I don't.
Also,
You
another
should have control over them now.
another reason that you couldn't get Snow to leave. How are you gonna make a T-Rex leave? How are normal people gonna make a T-Rex leave?
We're not normal people, Nikki.
Yes, but I'm saying if the town wants me out, there's nothing they can do except for hire you guys.
Are you of a good alignment?
Neutral, I would say.
Okay.
I mean, Tabaxis just do what they want.
I think it's more of a case-by-case basis. So, anyways, DM, what's happening?
Oh, and for your cannons, I'm not going to put the bars visible to other people because most people don't know how to deal with.
They don't know what
cannons.
machinery looks like and what is or isn't bad unless it's blowing up, which they do.
And could you do me a favor and just put the AC into the green bubble for me for the cannons?
It should be just an AC of 18, but yeah, I can do that.
That'll be
Like
one
the like the
number
green
for you to
bar?
remember. Yeah, just the green bubble. Okay. Awesome. Now that that's all done, you all arrive at the docks around the same point of time to this town of Austinwald. Months ago, you all received a summons for this Christmas festival to this town of Austinwald. Every year they put on this huge, gigantic festival, and they invite adventurers from all around the world. And given that the four of you are known around the world, you were the first on their invitation list. You all arrive around relatively the same time and are greeted by a small elf, or sorry, not elf, a small goblin who comes up to you, dressed actually very nicely in a suit and tie. He comes up. Greetings, adventurers. My name is Skeef Bogier, and I will act as your butler and guide during our carnival. Did you travel well?
It was fun enough.
Snow is a little mink right now, a little white mink, and just chitters. Just like standing straight up.
I'd like Gorn to adjust what appears to be an invisible time. It's like, yes, very good. Tell me, does this place have a sizable supply of fish?
Well, we are a seaside town. You did just arrive on a dock. So, yes, there is a very sizable supply of fish.
They will make excellent offerings for the Cat Lord. He sends his regards.
Fine with pets, and I'd like to hold up Sugar Cookie, my mechanical squirrel.
Oh, we love pets.
Lovely. Just gonna set up on my shoulder and feed him like a lug nut.
Christmas would not be complete without pets. Isn't that
Snow-
right, Snowfall?
Snow just like looks up and is just like confused and kind of concerned, like, what? I know
The
what
squirrel
animals
waves.
look like, that's not one.
The squirrel waves at you.
I'm going to try to climb up to get a closer look.
Wait,
Just like
sorry,
on the
what are
other
you at?
shoulder.
What are you doing? Like, what are you?
A mink, little ferret basically.
Ah.
Little white ferret.
Okay, look, just don't bite me and you can stay.
Oh wait, you said you can understand
I
beasts,
can.
right?
Well, can't you like speak like a normal person?
I can telepathically,
Okay,
but
if
I
you
don't want to
speak
do that yet.
telepathically. Well, you can understand languages.
And
Yes.
engaging in
I just
dialogue,
kinda
I'd like to ask
nod.
our tour guide, whatever. Tell me.
Well, we have many gods and goddesses. We typically leave that up to the individual person, what they prefer to, what they prefer to worship and who they who they'd like to adore.
Not religion of the state, but who's like the guardian of this city?
Well, that would be a question for the monks at the Church of Everlight, up outside of town.
That's good, that's good.
Well, if all of the introductions are out of the way, we'll have our assistants bring your things to the guest house. You'll all be staying together in our mansion for the duration of your time here. And unless you have anything else to settle in, then I'd like to take you now to the carnival.
Alright, sounds good to me. And then I'd like to click my heels and begin levitating down along with him.
Snow's still just on their shoulder, like.
I have boots of levitation. I want to use them.
Keith is completely unfazed by this.
That is a really cool trick you've got there. How do you do it? Is it like with lights and mirrors?
Christmas spirit.
Hmm.
Just call it a Festivus miracle.
So, as you all approach the town, you start to hear sounds of merriment and revelry grow louder and louder. And you start to see, and as you walk in, the first thing that you see is this gigantic Christmas tree. Like, it must have been growing hundreds of years. It must have taken 20 men to cut down and drag all the way into town. And the entire thing is decked out with tinsel and lights and all kinds of glass baubles, and the thing practically glows in the sunlight.
I'm going to turn to Sugar Cookie and point to something near the top of the particularly shiny bauble. Sugar Cookie, you know what to do. And he's going to fly up and nab it.
I am also just going to be in the tree.
Bauble, or
Yeah, it's completely normal. It's just shiny.
like what? He's just grabbing one of the normal ones off the tree.
Yeah.
Okay, he can have it.
What, are there non-normal ones?
Well, if it was like the star on the top, it would have been pretty well secured. I don't know what his strength is.
-3.
So, looking below the tree, you actually see that there are mountains and mountains of gifts wrapped and placed underneath. There's a wide cloth skirt protecting all of them from the snowy ground. And spanning out from that, you see stalls selling food and gifts and all manner of things. Pretty much anything that you could want. And you start to smell things like ginger and cinnamon and a myriad of spices blowing down towards you. Looking past that, there are also games and contests. You can hear a joust coming from the field off to the east. And what would you guys like to check out first?
Oh, these guys really know how to put on a show.
I want to put on the illusion that I am a generous individual. We are going to open with some pickpocketing.
Okay.
This is just me flexing because I don't think anywhere else I'll be able to use this item.
Okay.
And
Go for it.
all right, just okay.
What, are these like the gloves of deft hands, or what ability is this, Philip?
Well, given that my natural sleight of hand is a plus 11, and I have the Gloves of Thievery boosting it to a plus 16. I feel pretty confident.
Well, those things do help with lockpicking, so I mean, it's not useless.
Philip, who are you pickpocketing?
Just gonna bump into someone, try and take a money pouch or something.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 29. It's pathetic for a level 20 character.
Do you see it, Nikki?
Okay, you bump into a large woman walking by, and you manage to nab 3 gingerbread cookies off of the tray she's carrying.
I am also going to try to get something. I'm going to do this still in weasel form.
Okay, so after I bump into her, I want to make a big motion of them like sliding off, and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry, miss. Here. Have let me pay for those. How much are those, miss?
Oh, it's Christmas! I'm giving these out!
Oh, now I still feel bad. Let me make this up to you somehow.
Oh, don't worry about it, dearie. Merry Christmas!
Thank
She
you.
pats you on the shoulder and walks along.
Philip, you stole a free balloon on Free Balloon Day.
Well, he's stealing
Now I get
from
2
the-
free balloons.
Well, he's stealing things from innocent people. I'd like to have some burglary and assault charges brought up. So, are there any chimneys nearby on the houses?
Say again?
Are there any chimneys on the houses?
There are.
I will go down
There's
one.
smoke coming out of all of them because it's winter.
I
will
want to
go-
clarify this. Dan, you are like playing a barbarian paladin multi-class, right?
I am.
Okay, so the 2 paladins immediately start by going and committing crimes.
Alright. Do I
I'm
watch
also going
them-
to nab,
Are
nab
we
something.
are we just watching them do this?
Yeah, Nikki, what are you nabbing?
You didn't notice
I
what
want a cookie.
what I was trying to do there. I just
Are
bumped into someone.
are you
Weasel
asking
wants a
her or
cookie!
Are you asking her or trying to take it?
I'm taking it.
Are you trying to be sneaky about it?
Yes.
You
Okay, go ahead.
could, and most people would probably be fine with it, Nikki.
Nikki, I'd like to roll insight against you for that answer. Are you trying to be sneaky? Because I
Yes.
don't think you are.
I will tell you guys now that you're world-renowned adventurers. Everyone in this town, most people in this town probably will recognize your face.
It's not my face.
Yes?
Also, I just have to say, half the items in my inventory could destroy all this revelry in an instant, and I'm just appalled.
Wait, if I have proficiency in stealth, would I
You're
add
appalled at
that
the
because I'm
revelry, or-
wild shaped?
Say
Not
again?
us.
I'm trying to see if my proficiencies are. Okay, yes, I get skill proficiencies. Okay. Oh wow, so that's 5 plus 6. That's 11. Holy moly. It is a 17.
Okay, you grab 2 cookies. She doesn't notice.
That is a lot of food for for a little weasel.
Yeah?
Just kind of up on top of one of the stalls, just munching on it.
Is Dan still trying to sneak down a lit chimney?
I
Okay.
am indeed.
Are you okay, how are you gonna do this? Are you trying to climb the building?
Well, I would very much like to climb the building stealthily. I know I can do something with this.
Yeah,
And
fair enough.
I have 2 Santa-themed subclasses. I think I can do this.
Oh, so he's like pulling like a very devoted mall Santa move.
Oh. You know what, Tommy? I'm just samples for a lot of these stalls.
Say again?
Are there like free samples on these food stalls and such?
Some of them.
I'd like to go around and begin sampling the different delicacies they have about.
I want
Okay.
to go get as much fish as I can.
What are you going for? Like meat? Are you going for
Just
candy?
everything.
Well, there are all different types of cookies. You've got gingerbread man, snickerdoodles, sugar cookies, anything under the sun.
Tommy,
There are
well,
also-
I need to be clear. I'm just going down the line.
Oh, I know.
While everyone else is committing crimes during these festivities, I'm just gonna sample food.
There are also. Did you want me to go through them?
Mm.
Okay. I thought you wanted
Just
me
trying to interact with the world.
Okay. Are you just going for food?
No, that's just what I'm doing. They're gonna do their thing. I'm giving you, give you an open to just do something.
Okay.
I was just trying to do a thing,
No,
Tommy.
You are good. You're good. As you make your way down the stalls, you come to the very end of the food stalls, and the music grows just a little bit quieter, and you notice two men looking at a table very intently. Are you going to go closer?
I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna walk up and essentially, I'm assuming they're taller than me being like a 4-foot tall gnome.
Yes, but they are sitting.
All right, well, I'm essentially going to float a little bit off the ground and clasp a hand on each of their shoulders. Well, hello, you two. What are we doing this fine evening?
And they're both not. They're not even taking their eye off the board. Chess, ask the guy. And a gentleman walks up to you and be like, "Oh, another challenger?
Challenger? What for?
Yes, it's one of our carnival games. Entry is 10 gold. If you beat the champion, you win a prize.
What is the game?
Chess." And he points down at the chess table, the chess game that these two are playing.
Huh. Can I, like, of all the people that are around, can I, like, looking at the game, can I, like, gauge at what level, like, at what skill level they're all at?
Make an insight check.
Oh, I was hoping this was going to be an intelligence skill. I should
You know how to
specify.
read schematics, Connor, not people.
Specify. I'm not reading them. I'm watching the game.
Oh, so you're watching the two people currently playing.
Yeah, I'm watching the game to see how well each of them are doing.
One of them it has a lot of stress sweat going on. He seems kind of concerned. You notice that white has it has almost double the pieces that black does.
Mm.
And the one controlling white seems completely calm, completely collected, and laser focused on the board.
Alright, so that seems like a good contender.
Should I take a piece?
As you watch, black tentatively puts a piece forward before white clicks the timer, moves forward, takes his piece, and deposits next to his others.
Oh. I know. It would be mean to say anything to either of them, so I'm just gonna wish them both good luck and then go to the instructor that had spoken to me just a moment ago. So how many people are playing right now? Or is it just those two?
Just those two right now. It's really a join as you come thing. We've got tons of prizes to give out.
So it's 10 gold a person? What kind of prizes do I get for that amount of money?
Oh, the prize is a secret. Presents are all a secret on Christmas, friend. You should know that. No spoiling.
You know what? It's just 10 gold. I've amassed far more than that. Yeah, I'll join in.
Glad to have you, friend. And you wait a few minutes for them to finish. It really only takes like 2.
Yes.
And you sit down in front of the man that was controlling white.
Mm-hmm.
Greetings, friend. Here to lose?
No, I am not. I am in fact here to win. But you know what? It's all about having a good time. So just you can look forward to that.
Oh, I like your confidence, friend. Let's begin.
All right.
Go ahead and make an intelligence check for me.
Proficiency or no?
Yeah.
Like, so I can add my proficiency?
What proficiency?
No, I'm asking if you want me to.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and add your proficiency bonus.
Okay. That's going to be a 28.
In the first 5 rounds, he's very surprised, and you have him backing up towards the ropes.
All right.
At which point he gets a little more serious and takes a little more time between his turns. Go ahead and make another check.
Can I grill him before I make this check?
Sure, if you want to be mean.
All right, fine. I won't. I'll make another check. Another 28.
At this time, he's looking concerned.
You all right there, friend?
Of course. Why would I not be all right? I've been beating people all day.
I'm just asking, and I'm hoping you're having a fun time. That is the purpose of this, right? As I said before.
Yes, all in good fun. Make another one for me.
Oh!
He has.
It is a 13.
Has you in check. Oh, it's a 13 with that?
Yeah, it's a modified 13, so it...
Okay, looking at the board, in 2 turns he could have you in check.
Okay,
Make another one for me.
A 21.
You just barely managed to put him in checkmate. One more turn and he would have beat you.
Wow, that was a close game, my friend.
And he looks down at the board. I'm impressed. I've been playing all day and I haven't met someone as good as you. He shakes your hand. It's quite an honor. What's your name? Bingsley the elf?
Yes, the Bingsley. Have you heard of Sugar Cookie? And I'm gonna hold up my little...
Yes, I know Sugar Cookie. I've heard the tales.
He's going to happily chirp, and he's chewed halfway through that lug nut I gave him earlier.
Oh, even to be able to play with you, it's such an honor. Thank you, and he shakes your hand even more profusely.
Hey, the honor was mine, my friend.
And the guy running the games comes over. Well played indeed. That's the first time I've seen him even get concerned today. And he hands you in a box, which I'm assuming that you open.
Yeah. I mean, unless it specifies otherwise.
He hands you this wrapped box. He said, "Go ahead and open it.
Yeah.
You need to wait." It's a elemental gem, an emerald.
Oh, another one? Tommy, you shouldn't have.
So this one is for a water elemental.
Yes, yeah.
How many fish have I gathered at this point?
I want you to roll a percentile die for that.
It's like, oh, this is nice and cheery feelings. Okay, but what about the fish?
A fish.
That's going to be a 13.
Where were you gathering them? Like, where were you
Um,
getting them from?
wherever I can find them.
So, like, did you go back to the docks, or were you just, like, looking around the stall?
Looking around the stalls.
I'd like to think he was diving into the river.
Well,
Not that dumb.
you didn't have much luck at the goat kebab stand, but you managed to find a couple stored away in the back. You can add 8 fish.
Yes.
All right, Tommy, I would like to whittle a small fish out of a chunk of wood using my wood carver's tools.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to imbue them with magic with my magical tinkering ability to make it smell like fish, and I'm gonna hand it to him.
Okay.
We will see what he thinks of this offering.
You want me to make a tool check to see how well I carve it?
No need.
Because I do get a plus 8.
I'm sure you're good enough at it.
Did I like? So were there any people that like I was able to successfully request the fish from, and they were like, sure?
There are stalls selling fish,
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to one and I'm gonna buy one
cooked fish.
uncooked. I'm gonna ask them to leave it uncooked.
Oh, that's interesting. Just one?
Just one.
Oh, okay, it's I guess 5 copper.
Thank you. Moment
So
I
Tom-
grab it, I am going to use the robe I have. I'm going to phase into the astral plane, throw the fish as far as I can, and then pop back into the material plane.
Is anyone else around him?
Oh, I've seen
Well,
it.
I have. Once I see him warp, would I realize that he was warping to the astral plane? Because I have the same cloak. It does the exact same thing.
You probably would recognize the cloak. However, you're a little more. You've noticed a little more. The shopkeeper, who was already confused, is now just. I don't know why we invite all these adventurers every year.
I'm gonna pop into the astral plane and watch Philip.
You see 8 fish just floating around already, and the 9th one gets thrown into the bunch.
I'm gonna walk up and hand you my fish carving.
Before, when I phased back in, I've done like hands together, bound like the cat lord appreciates your offerings.
All right. I mean, I'm just trying to be festive, but yeah, you do you.
Is there a
Oh, I was
really
doing that
big
to
open
the
space?
I was doing that to a shopkeeper when I came back.
Say again, Nikki.
Is there a really big open space?
The town square, right? Like a wide open area, shops on either side leading up to the Christmas tree.
Let me be clear. Is this a place big enough, like, to be safe for a T-Rex to walk around and not destroy everything?
No. If you want that, you'll probably want to go for one of the fields outside town. If you go out here, they have a jousting ring set up. There's a foot race
Okay.
right here, just
Uh,
along the buildings, but this spot is open.
What about an Allosaur?
Tommy. Wait. Nikki, he just said a foot race. How fast are you?
Do you guys want a rundown of the games going on?
Sure, but also I gotta say, Tommy, giving me an elemental gem is like handing someone a grenade in a gift-wrapped Christmas box.
Yes. Well, keep in mind, you aren't the only 4 adventurers that have been invited.
Fair
They
enough.
invite adventurers from around the world, so they give out magical items as prizes and gifts.
Okay, so
alright.
it's a foot race, you say?
So, Skeef gives you a rundown of the different games they have going on. Well, the Beard and Barrel Brewhouse, every year they have an arm wrestling competition. We have jousting to the south. There's an obstacle course, any number of legs allowed, mind you, over to the east. There, we also have archery set up beside that. I believe our friend has already found the chess game. There's also I believe this year someone's having a guess the beans in the bottle competition. I guess they put a lot of beans in a bottle and you try and guess how much are in there. Also, we don't do this until the end of the carnival, and I really urge you all to join in. But every year we have an oiled hog chase that's an absolute hoot. Have you heard of it before?
There is so much stuff that we could do with that.
What are their rules on magic?
Depends on the game.
The oiled hog chase.
No magic.
Nothing?
Abilities are allowed, but no magic and no destruction.
So no
No
spell.
hurting.
I couldn't cast web on all of the other chasers.
No.
I could provide an excellent distraction.
Jousting is no magic allowed.
What? Well, I have the telekinetic feat. That means I can turn Mage Hand invisible and shove people as a bonus action. I could keep them away from the pig while we catch them.
Their judge has true sight.
What if I throw dirt in his face?
I appear behind you, pull out my axe, and say, "We can kill the pig and eat it."
Oh god!
Also, I've given away a lot of coal and stolen a lot of valuables from the locals. So
So wait, the race, is that magical?
The obstacle course.
No.
I'm gonna say he asked you what you're planning to do. Before they don't have any specific rules, but they like it to be more physical.
And he says, well, I mean, I do this, and I bamf through a couple of transformations.
Well,
Right,
yes,
you have-
you can turn into any creature you would like as long as you stay in that form. Well, no, you're allowed to change. You are allowed to change throughout the obstacle course. Just no spells or anything that could hurt people. You know, it's all a game.
No. Definitely not.
But yes, you are. As it is has on the sign, any number of legs are allowed.
What are the rules on flying?
No flying.
Okay.
That is fine.
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I'm in it as
I'm
well
gonna-
as also.
No, I have a low movement speed. I don't think I'll survive on the obstacle course. If I can't fly, I won't survive it.
Okay. Hey Nikki, can I ask you a quick question? What's
Okay.
your acrobatic bonus? Or
Acrobatics, that's +4. Athletics is -1.
Acrobatics or athletic? Okay.
Why
Okay.
is there no cheetah stat block? That's dumb.
Because the the wizards on the coast do not have the time to go through every single animal that exists and create a stat block for them.
Yes, but
That's probably a stat block for a single big cat.
the thing is, when you think, okay, I want to turn into a creature, and I want to turn into the fastest thing, and first thing that comes into your brain is cheetah. So like, why not?
Really fast.
Also, what does the obstacle course look like? Like, what obstacles are we talking here?
You see, there is there's a rope area, like a rope netting that you have to climb across, like swing underneath of. There's a wall to climb. There's an area where you have to crawl through the mud underneath some wooden blockades, as well as a few jumps here and there.
Okay. I know a creature that can do all of that.
So Philip, you're joining in too?
Yep.
Connor and Dan, are you two just watching, or do you want to
Yeah,
join?
no, if I'm not levitate, then no, I won't be able to work on this one.
I still only robbing houses. Well, I mean, giving coal.
Okay. How many houses do you want to enter?
Let's go with 5. 5 seems fine.
Go ahead and make 5 stealth checks and 5 climbing checks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many counts of breaking and entering do you want tonight?
Connor, what do you normally use for climbing or athletics?
An acrobatics check, but I believe for certain.
Well, I was asking for Dan. Dan, do you have anything that mitigates a need for an athletics check to climb?
I definitely do. I know that.
Santa doesn't have a grappling hook. Athletics checks.
Okay. Oh, 1 stealth was a natural 1 already. So
Well, it's just climbing speed, which is normally essentially difficult terrain, so you can only move half your speed while climbing. But if it matters on the surface of whether if you rule a check or not. If it's a knobby cobblestone wall, then a roll is not necessarily needed. But if it's a slick surface, it's either impossible or a high DC.
Everything is covered in snow.
Okay, yeah, I think that would need a
Yeah.
roll.
So the first one was a 1. Was that the climb or the stealth?
Climb.
Someone notices you trying to climb up the house. And did you check what the building was before you tried to climb it?
No, as long as there was smoke coming out of the chimney, I was climbing it.
Okay. Someone notices you jumping up and be like, "Friend, are you trying to get into the brew house? Entrance is just this way. Come with me." And he grabs you by the arm and leads you to the front.
Very well.
I like how every illegal thing you guys try to do isn't actually illegal, and Tommy kind of just slaps you on the wrist with a ruler and makes you do the good thing.
How dare you
These are
interfere
all
with our
friendly
murder
people. It's
hoboing?
Christmas. Why would someone steal from us?
Also, I would like to remember this person's face and give them coal later.
Are you here to join the competition, friend?
Yes, and I pull out a piece of coal. I'm trying to give as many people these coals as I can and hand it to him.
Oh, we don't usually use coal as gifts in our parks.
Neither do I.
Interesting. Though this is really nice, giving people like fuel for the winter. That's awesome.
I look at him. Are you Chinese?
Dan, what's your strength score?
The score is
Like, what's your bonus to it?
bonus. Is 7 plus 7.
Plus 7. So seeing your obviously rippling muscles, he brings you over to the sign up area for the arm wrestling competition. Are you here to join, friend?
I suppose I am.
Oh, I insist. They put this on every year. It's great. And as they walk you around the corner, you see 2 big, burly, bearded men sitting on chairs leaning over a barrel, locked in an arm wrestling competition. You know, ale dripping down their beards, and both of them grunting with exertion before one of them finally overcomes the other and slams his hand, cracking part of the barrel off. Everyone shouts really loud, and the brew house owner rolls a new empty barrel over and gets rid of the broken one. You see, where he gets rid of the broken one, you see a pile of several broken barrels already. And I'll go back to Philip and Nikki, and then pop back to you, Dan.
All right.
So, Nikki, what are you turning into for the obstacle course?
Squirrel.
Okay. What's the squirrel's speed?
Technically, same as my normal, because with the mobile feat, that's plus 10. So 40.
A hyena.
So a tiny lightning bolt.
And I can still use the burst of speed thing.
So I'm gonna say the first obstacle is going to be the wall. It's a straight wooden wall with ropes leading up it, several ropes leading up it. You have to climb up one side, then down the other side. Directly following that is the mud trench, and after that are the rope ladders that you have to swing across.
Okay, well, so I'm just gonna say on the wall, I'm not going to climb down. Because something I know about squirrels, it is literally impossible to kill a squirrel from a fall.
Yes.
So I'm just going to leap as far as I can from that. That's a strategy.
You may do that.
I mean, they're good jumpers. So.
Is Corin ready as well?
As ready as he's going to be. Start jumping back and forth. Yeah, great. Win.
All right. So you two are gathered at the starting line with 2 others, and you see a man holding standing next to a bell, shouting out, On your marks, get ready, get set, and he thwaps the bell, and you take off. I want you two to both roll initiative for me.
Just really quick, as soon as it goes flap, I want to invoke duplicity and have an illusionary duplicate sitting on top of my shoulders.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Ugh. Oh, okay. It lagged for me, and I
There's
saw the
another
9,
one.
and I thought that was me. Ooh, I got a 20. Not a natural 20, but a 20.
Okay, Philip.
I've misplaced my D20. Well, one of my, 7 D20s. Give me a moment to find it. Ooh, that's nice.
Right, I'm
So-
muted. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting the vibrating voice
26.
from Philip again.
I was getting a little bit of that.
Is it
Okay.
still here? Are you still getting it?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
Oh, no.
I can understand you. It's fine.
I got 26.
A 26.
Yeah.
Philip, you dart off faster than Snowfall and the other two nameless contestants. Nikki, you and the one directly to your right dart off at exactly the same time, and the fourth one in line trips before getting back up and running after you. Go ahead and make both of you make athletics checks for me.
Oh, athletics.
Or
Oh, wow.
acrobatics.
Okay. Squirrels are good.
Oh,
Another unnatural 20.
this one's going to be a 24.
Also, my climbing speed is not reduced in any way.
Wow. So, sorry, Philip, what was that for you?
24.
Well, Nikki, you're a squirrel. As long as it's not an oiled bird feeder, you're fine.
Then that is scary. It's 19 plus 5.
Woo!
And Nikki, you said you got a natural 20. What's your
Unnatural
bonus on
20.
that? Oh, unnatural. Okay.
Yes, it's unnatural, not unnatural.
Philip, you notice that the other one that that was keeping pace with Nikki previously has caught up to you. You both clamber up the wall and make it down at pretty much the same time. The one that initially tripped, he's having a really bad day. He slips again.
Oh,
And I guess there was just a patch of dirt or something or snow on the wood leading up to the wall, and he slips and just hits flat into the wall before
Ow.
getting back to himself, climbing up.
oh, my friend.
Nikki, you clamber up just steps behind Corin and this other guy. And I'm assuming you then just jump off instead
Yeah.
of climbing back down.
Yeah, just flying leap, top speed.
So you leap forward, and you manage to land just before the mud trench. And you manage to overtake Corin and this other guy. Make another athletics or acrobatics check for me.
Both of us, or
Yeah, both of you.
What is this?
Nikki, you're playing this monk you're playing this druid like a monk.
I know, it's
Okay.
great. What is this? Another unnatural 20.
Yeah.
this time it was a 10.
On my game, I rolled like 26 3 times in a row.
Lost my forward thrust.
Well, Nikki, you're finding that your squirrel form is not as suited to the mud as you thought, but you managed to keep just a hair behind this one other gentleman that started off to your right. And Philip, the guy who's been tripping the whole game, he's managed to catch up surprisingly and is keeping neck and neck with you.
I'm just going to turn down, give him a thumbs down, and like,
And this one is for the, now you're coming up, you come out of the mud trench and you come up to this, the rope ladders. The horizontal rope ladders. Go ahead and make one last check for me.
This should be easy for a squirrel. Okay,
11.
fine. 17.
All right. So you, Philip, you got an 11. Coming across the rope ladders, the one guy that's been keeping to your right, Nikki, he manages to, I don't know, you have no idea how, but he must have been training for this all year. But he managed to stay just a couple rungs ahead of you until he goes.
Oh,
and
I'm
does
going to
his
use my
plan-
ability. Since this is the last part, right?
Yes.
So, that is an extra 40 feet to my movement speed.
So he does his flamboyant jump down to the bottom, sticks the landing perfectly, and is geared to start running. And you somehow just leap off of these rope ladders and land just a foot in front of the finish line. And you, Nikki, you managed to pass first. Philip, you managed to keep just a hair in front of this guy that's been tripping and score just neck and neck with this guy that stuck his landing perfectly. As you cross the ribbon, the game runner comes up to you. Magnificent performance. I'd expect nothing less from Snowfall the Great and Corin the Wonderful.
But I
That'd be
tied for
wonderful.
second.
She's still in squirrel form, standing up, chittering very proudly.
And says he hands to Nikki a wrapped broom-like shape. And he tells you, go ahead and open it now.
Nimbus 2000.
I was gonna say, so still in squirrel form, just kind of dragging it off to the side a little bit before opening it. You know how ferrets like take everything? Basically.
Sugar Cookie is picking up the other end and helping you carry it so you don't drag it.
It's like mine. What is it?
It's a broom of flying.
Don't get knocked off.
Being knocked off is no problem for me.
Right, you can just wild shape into anything with
use-
wings.
Can I use it? Can I use it in wild shape?
It's got a limit to the weight it can carry, but otherwise there's nothing stopping you.
I don't see anything about it in the wild shape thing. So I guess, Tommy, this would be up to you. Can I use it in wild shape?
Yes.
Would be if you're normally creatures can't use magic items and activate them, but you keep your mental stats, so you're as smart as you are in human or like creature form. So
There's a
that
squirrel
would be my
flying on a broom now.
And Philip, to you, he hands a beautifully wrapped box. He tells you to go ahead and open it.
Which I'll boost.
And you find a pair of boots that he tells you these are a specialty of our town. And they're very nice fur-lined boots. And you can treat them as boots of the Winterlands, except they don't require attunement and you don't have the resistance to cold damage. Aside from that, you ignore difficult terrain created by ice or snow, and you can tolerate temperatures as low as -50 without any additional protection. If you have heavy clothes, you can tolerate temperatures as low as -100.
Oh, you got warm footies.
Yes.
What's up, Dad? I don't think so. Are you sure it was brought inside?
I'm going to stash the broom away, and I'm going to
I've heard.
go
like,
back
I've
to
seen
that
go
big area.
There, but it's all
Is it
sprinkling that
big enough
tasty
for
value
a
to it.
Allosaurus, would you say?
How big is that?
We
Okay.
cleaned up. Yeah, no,
Uh,
you might have misplaced it. I don't know.
Let me
Sorry.
think. I know this. Like 35 feet long. But of
Yeah,
course
there
that's
should be room for that.
okay.
It's a very wide thoroughfare. This is like the main road or thoroughfare of the town. And they create it so that you could have 2 carts with plenty of room on either side.
I am going to go over there, turn into an Allosaurus, and basically give free dinosaur rides.
All right, are you telling people? Can
Yeah.
you talk to them and let them know?
Yeah, telepathically. I can
People
talk to
are a
people.
little hesitant at first, but as you've seen, they're a fairly trusting lot, especially with legendary adventurers
Quick
such as
question:
yourself.
can I be the first one to get a ride?
Okay.
Yes.
After a few people come up and ride, children start coming up and running up to you, and you spend however long you would like giving children and adults alike dinosaur rides.
Because I mean, how many people can say that they've ridden a dinosaur?
I can.
The entirety of this town now. So back to you, Dan. You joined the arm wrestling competition.
I don't think you.
I did, yes.
Okay.
Real quick, after I'm done with this, do you mind if I take off? Because I mixed up the days.
No, we get it. You had other plans lined up. You didn't realize today was Wednesday.
Yeah,
That's
fine.
perfectly fine. We'll probably continue with the carnival stuff a little bit, and before we go to Dresden's Tower, we'll cut it.
All right, well, just yeah, do whatever it works. If I miss, I miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll probably set it so that so that when we start up next time, you guys will be entering Dresden's Tower.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry about this. All right.
No, you're
so
fine.
What are the rules to this?
Okay. So you have after the 2 men in front of you finish and break another barrel, this one's about broken in half. He wheels a new barrel forward and sits you down across from this man his skin is white as snow, completely bald and shiny on top, with a golden blonde handlebar mustache. And he's completely shirtless at this point, drenched in sweat. You sit down in front of him and he says, "Greetings. You have the pleasure of challenging Alex Louis Armstrong this day." Any of you who have watched Full Metal Alchemist will know who this is.
Oh no, it's Armstrong. Why would you make me fight
That's my
Armstrong?
reaction.
I was planning on chopping off his arm. Gosh dang it.
Nope, no weapons.
That they know of.
To start off, so as the game starts, the proprietor comes and slams 2 frothy mugs of ale in front of you and says, "Down this before you start." Go ahead, and I'm assuming you're going to drink it, Dan.
I do.
Go ahead and make a Constitution save for me.
Oh boy. That would be a 31, I believe.
31. You slam it down, and noting that it's a very, very nice vintage brew. It doesn't really affect you too much. You spent plenty of your life drinking, and are plenty. And 1 ale isn't going to do much to you.
Milk and cookies. Milk and cookies are good.
So Alex puts up his hand, and go ahead and make a athletics check for me.
Okay, before I do want to call the wait, whoever gave us the ale, and
Yeah.
ask for some cookies too.
Sure, I guess we could drum some up. The crowd is murmuring because the contest is the contests have been delayed and this is unusual. But he brings you some gingerbread cookies.
Very good, very good. I munch on them as I get a 13 on my strength check.
Okay. Alex begins to smirk as he slowly pushes your hand towards the barrel. Make another check for me.
Okay. 24.
And his smirk slowly turns to exertion as you push his back towards the other side.
Okay.
You have him halfway between vertical and horizontal to the barrel. Make one more check for me.
Okay. I don't have advantage or anything. Okay. Oh wow. 26.
And that exertion, that face of exertion becomes even more intense as you slam his hand into the barrel and shatter the thing to pieces.
I save my cookies before it shatters.
Alex stands up and says, "Bravo! I've been here all day and I haven't been bested by one as strong as you." And he grabs you in this big bear hug and says, "Bring this man another pint."
And some cookies, I request.
Yes, the proprietor brings you another plate of cookies.
I am so glad I hadn't started drinking when you said that name, because that probably would have killed me. It was already hard enough to breathe as it was.
Sitting on the other side of the barrel with his arm out.
I mean, so he's Alex Louis Armstrong, but to be fair, you have to drink a pint of ale before every match, and he's been doing this all day. He's outright sloshed at this point.
All right.
Is there any other way to do this?
Party hard.
So, along with the cookies, the proprietor brings you a small wrapped box and tells you to go ahead and open it.
All right, I go ahead and open it.
You find a... Oh, dang it, I misplaced the name of it. You pull out an amulet that, as soon as you open the box, it smells like old ale-stained wood. This amulet, while you're wearing it, you can drink a pint of beer, ale, mead, or wine and regain 4d4 plus 4 hit points once a day.
Let me write that down. Plus how many?
No attunement.
Oh.
And it recharges at dawn.
Okay. 44 plus what?
44 plus 4.
It's one greater healing potion a day for
Okay.
free.
However, you do have to have alcohol on your person to drink.
I have an alchemy jug, Tommy. That won't be a problem.
I don't know if I would
Our
trust
man is going to
alcohol.
help us.
All right, thanks. I'm gonna take off now, guys.
Yep,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck. Kill the lich.
I'm gonna put him in a hamster ball and kick him out of his tower. There's actually a spell for that. Off to Let's Resilient Sphere.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick, guys. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
There is so much potential for chaos already.
Alright, say that again?
There is so much potential for chaos already.
Yeah, no, let me pull up the spell. Because my spell save DC is 23. And this, yeah. Yeah. It's a 4th level spell. A sphere of shimmering force encloses a creature or object of large size or smaller within range, and an unwilling creature makes a dex save, and on a failed save, they're enclosed for the duration. Nothing, not physical objects, energy, or other spell effects, can pass through the barrier in or out, though the person inside the sphere can breathe. It's immune to all damage, and a creature or object inside can't be damaged by attacks or effects originating from outside. Nor can a creature inside the sphere damage anything outside it. just large enough to contain the creature or object, and said enclosed creature can use its action to push against the sphere's walls and roll the sphere around up to half their creature's speed. They can roll around in it, and it can be picked up and moved by other creatures. The only thing that can get rid of it is probably counterspell, dispel magic, and then disintegrate and kills the sphere. But I'm thinking if we can get this to land on the Lich, we can kick him out a window. Because technically gravity doesn't originate from outside his sphere.
I just realized something. Druids are basically unkillable at level 20 because they have a almost infinite pool of health.
Yes.
Because of Wild Shape.
They are one of the best tanks around.
Don't you have a limited usage of Wild Shape, though?
Unlimited. Once you hit 20.
Each level you gain unlimited usage of it.
Actually,
so yes, no, you're an amazing tank.
Actually, what level is it actually? I think it's 18th that you can do unlimited.
What's your 20 level ability then? Like
I don't think there is a 20.
Okay, that probably just boosts the CR of what you can transform into.
Because I'm trying to find what beast has the highest health.
That would be the giant crab.
What?
You can only transform into beasts, and the two beasts of the highest CR that exist are T-Rexes and then the giant crab. The giant crab has more health than the T-Rex. The T-Rex has a higher potential for damage. What?
Something about that seems wrong. Because, like, Brontosaurus is a thing that exists. There is a official stat block for it.
Maybe my app doesn't have it.
No, it does say Rex is higher, and that seems wrong to me.
Oh, no, sorry, I was... Did the app update?
It really does seem wrong to me, though, that the T-Rex has more health.
Sorry, my bad.
Brontosaurus is bigger.
No. I was mistaken. I wasn't thinking of Wild Shape. I was thinking of the Polymorph spell when we were at 5th level. The best thing to transform into. Which was the Triceratops or the Giant Crab. I got that mixed up in my head.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, but the Tyrannosaurus Rex is probably the best thing to Wild Shape into. Can you transform into huge beasts? I don't know if there's a rule for character.
I think you can, yeah.
Okay.
As long as it's the beast and as long as it's within the CR restrictions.
Can you transform into a CR8 creature? I don't know the table for Wild Shape at all.
It depends on if she did Circle of the Moon or not.
Did you? Because I know there's I know there's a limit for CR. I just don't know what it is.
It goes up to like I think a CR of 2 normally, but if you're Circle of the Moon, it goes up to a third of your Druid level.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
What?
I'll send it to you guys. The caption is, "This potion will give you the body that your heart desires. This body that will bring you true and lasting happiness. But be warned, don't expect beauty. I've seen men become literal monsters from the darkness in their hearts."
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Monsters nonetheless. And this like dragon with the blep is just...
I love the little bits of what sounds like children crying as part of the music. Like, come on, please tell. I've noticed this for like the last hour. Please tell me I'm not the only one who has.
No, I've noticed it. They're there. Are any other games you guys would like to check out? Skeef is here to direct you to any more games, stands, or anything. If you'd like food, if you'd like treats.
I think we're covered.
I will continue my fish endeavor.
Sugar Cookie has just been collecting little, like, shiny knickknacks and trinkets.
I'm going to join.
Join.
I'm going to become a squirrel again and join. Like, this seems fun.
Alright, you may roll to find knickknacks.
What do you want me to roll?
Just
Like a
roll
D100?
roll a d20.
Okay.
Actually, there's
Two.
a lot of shiny stuff here. Roll a percentile die.
Can I use
9.
perception?
Yes, Nikki, you may use your perception.
I rolled a 9 on a D100, Tommy.
Ouchies.
And I rolled a 2 just before that on a D20.
So Nikki, go ahead and... Oh, so that was your perception check?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a D100 as well. Okay, so I'm going to add your perception check to that. Nikki, you find... A squirrel can't carry too much, but I guess if you continue to come back to the same
Yeah.
Connor, you, over the course of the next half hour to an hour, you bring Bingsley 25 different shiny bits and baubles. Connor, Bingsley manages to find 6.
Bingsley, his name is Sugar Cookie, Tommy.
Oh, you're having Sugar Cookie find them. I thought
Yes.
you were looking.
No, Sugar Cookie was just doing his own thing.
Sugar Cookie finds 6. Meanwhile, this squirrel friend that manages.
Have you shared the fact that you can speak telepathically yet?
Not yet. I'm waiting for a perfect moment to reveal it.
So I'm probably squirrel talking to you.
Yes. And it looks bizarre for anyone else. You're just chittering.
I'm just chirping to this squirrel. Meanwhile, you have a full understanding of common.
Yes, and I'm enjoying this immensely.
All
But
right.
the thing
you
is,
two are
I
talking
mean,
about
she's
this?
got a 6 to charisma, so she's not good with people.
While you two are talking about this, Skeef overhears your conversation and joins in, speaking squirrelese as well, and offers to direct you to a stand with that caters to selling Christmas baubles and trinkets at very reasonable prices.
How is it set up? Like, what are the shelves like?
Just normal wooden shelves, but there's a lot of them.
I was gonna say, like, is there stuff hanging from anything? Like, you know how stores have like, you know, they hang up on the little thing?
So they have stuff like laying on each shelf, but then things hanging as well.
I'm gonna go into like one of the little things, and I'm just going to be kind of poking at it. just sitting there. You know how squirrels do it, like legs dangling and just poking it, kind of. The squirrel is part
While-
cat.
Noticing you asks, by chance, are you Snowfall, the legendary adventurer?
I chitter,
Just a normal
nod,
squirrel.
and tail is going insane.
Oh, I have heard of your tales of grandeur and heroicism. Here, and he pulls out this Christmas star about this big, and tells you, this is. I worked weeks on this. This is the best thing that I have, and I'd be willing to give it to you for the cost of the materials.
And I'm going to actually use the telepathy on this one person. I'm going to say, it's really pretty. How much?
It's. You know what? Merry Christmas. It's such a great opportunity to meet you. Here. And he starts wrapping it up for you, and he gives it to you.
I'm going to say, do you want another dinosaur ride?
Would I be able to discern
Dinosaur
how?
ride?
Yes!
Would I be able to discern the cost of materials from looking at it?
Sure.
Like, any
sure.
roll? Just I know.
Make a intelligence check for me, but you can add your crafting modifiers to it.
Okay, that would be a 30 then.
200 gold.
Oh, jeez.
It's made of gold and inlaid with exquisite stained glass, silver leafing. Like there's holly leaves with silver leafing all over the gold. It's very, very nice.
While he's getting his dinosaur ride, I'm gonna plop 200.
Or at least 200 gold would be what he would sell it for.
Okay, well, he said cost
the material cost is 100.
I'm gonna plop 120 gold on his table. While he's over getting his dinosaur ride.
Oh, while he's taking dinosaur ride. Okay.
And I'm gonna put it out of the way because I realize it's festivities, but there's still probably one unscrupulous individual about.
Corin.
Also, different from the others, I'm going to ask him if he wants to like run.
The shopkeeper for the materials cost of the present he gave Nikki, and Connor's like, I'm gonna put it out of the way because it's festive times, but there's probably at least one unscrupulous person about.
And I feel like Sugar Cookie, being the autonomous thing that it is, would put the half-eaten nut along with the pile. He wants to contribute.
Nikki, what were you saying?
So unlike all the others, I'm going to ask if he wants me to run, and if yes, I'm going to say, get a rope. We're going out to the fields. Because I'm not going to run in town. Because there's
something or
yeah, or I could punt somebody by accident.
Yep. You go out to the fields. There's a large field next to where they're holding the joust. A large empty field. And you're just gonna run around with him?
Yeah. Can you imagine just you're watching the joust and suddenly there's a freaking dinosaur running back and forth across the.
I'm thinking the reaction that the king, the ruler of the Earth King had with Appa.
People are a little surprised, but not too much. They get stuff like this every year.
Also, they probably saw me earlier.
Yeah.
Really quick question: how much longer do you think we'll be going?
We could, if you guys would like to check any more games out. I've got more stuff. If you guys want to wrap up, we can wrap up soon.
Well, I'm not sure about how festivities go, but is there anything stopping us from, I guess, potentially furthering it along a little bit? At least getting to the tower? I don't...
Yeah, we can skip ahead to the end of the day.
Was this like the point we were going to wait for Dan?
We can... I'll probably want to... The furthest I'd want to go is probably to when we get to the tower, and then call it a day and wait for Dan for that part.
Okay. So let's get to that point, I think.
Okay. Well, as you guys communicate this to... that you guys are a little tired from the day to Skeef, and he says, oh, well, there's one more thing we always hold at the end of the day. You have to join the oiled hog chase. Well, we always invite the adventurers. Unless you're really, really feeling bad, you have to join it.
What are the rules for something like that?
They oil up a hog. Anyone who wants to join is ready, and they oil up a hog, and then they release it in the town square, and the first person to catch it gets the prize.
All right, and can I cast spells? Can I use my magic items? What's...
No magic.
And then I'm gonna point to the fact that I'm levitating. Is this okay?
You can levitate, but
but it is technically a spell that I'm casting from my shoes.
The shoes are okay. I think we can look the other way for you.
Okay.
The shoes are okay, but everything else is just pure physique.
Oh,
what about tools? Like, could I have a rope?
No sabotage. You must catch it with your hands.
Can I use my perception to see if I can tell where the pig is now?
You could make an investigation check.
Okay, investigation. I will do that.
Tommy, I can talk to the pig. I can tell it to go to a certain location that'll be safe.
The pig is trained.
Oh, dang, I don't get anything for that. Dang. Oh, only a 9.
with that roll, you notice the big sign for the hog chase at one end of the town square. And approaching that, they invite you to sign up, and you hear honking from behind from back behind them,
Okay.
like pig honking.
So I'm going to sign up. And how long is it until?
About an hour.
I'm going to stealth. And I am going to see if I can make friends with them. Let them learn my scent.
You gotta
Okay,
roll
are you
stealth
going
so
to
we
be
don't
talking
see
to
it.
the pig at all?
With, yes, I am. I'm saying like, so I might look a little different next time you see me, but trust me, it doesn't matter what I am not going to eat you. I can turn into some big scary things.
These pigs know what the event is, and they're proud about being the ones to do the running.
Well, let's see, do they know? So let's see, what do I roll? Should I roll a charisma?
Are you speaking to it telepathically, or are you just talking to it in common?
Bruh, I speak,
Oh, you're like speaking to
Yes.
the animal, like an animal?
animal to animal.
Okay. So you're communicating what you were just saying a
Yeah.
second ago? Oh, that's awesome! I'm so excited for when I get to make so many friends. I've been waiting all year for this. I'm really excited. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Snowfall. What's yours?
I'm Piglet.
Do all the others, like, look up at this?
There's just the one pig.
Oh, I was gonna say, I thought there were multiple. That would be hysterical if they all had the same.
I mean, that's what I call myself. I haven't really been given a name, but you could give me a name.
Oh. Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a boy.
Okay. Oh, I had one. I had one. I'm gonna name him Kevin.
Kevin! That's a great name!
Because
I
Kevin
mean, I
Bacon?
haven't really heard other names, but that sounds great! You know, I really hope that I really hope that I can, I really hope you're the one that wins. I really like you. Let's be friends.
Yeah!
I hope I can be just as good friends with everybody else.
He's just really excited.
I gotta go rest for the big game. It's gonna. I'm sure it's coming soon, so I'm gonna go rest. But see ya.
See ya!
And he turns around and he kind of ruffles, like digs himself down into the mud.
Bovrog would be perfect for this event with his elongated reach, his sheer leaping speed, and the ability to grapple.
I am going to, again, as a squirrel, I'm going to go get hopped up on sugar for, like, the next... to prepare for the event!
Perfect. Alright, is anyone else doing anything up until...
I want to see if I can get like a crowd of people. I'm going to regale exaggerated tales of some of the more well-known adventures that they may have heard of.
They are ecstatic. They've heard your stories, but they haven't heard them told this well. And to hear it told from the one who accomplished these adventures himself, they're just
After
eating it out of the
that, I
palm of
lashed
their hand.
3 of the Hydra's heads together.
I mean, imagine, like, you've seen Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
The children, when they're listening to Bilbo's story of the trolls turning to stone, that's this crowd. Connor, are you doing anything until the hog chase?
I've got a stick and I'm making circles in the snow. I'm discussing strategy with Sugar Cookie on how to catch this pig.
Wait, what are the rules? Like, how do you win? Do you actually have to get it back?
Just catch it.
Wait, do you need to stop the pig?
You have to be holding it. It's a little piglet. It's not a big giant pig.
I'm just wondering, because if it was big, that means I could just land on top of it and technically be riding the pig.
You've got to be able to lift it up.
Oh.
Like, it has to be in your hands.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh, well,
Which-
it's just a little thing, right?
It's small enough that you'll be able to do it, Connor.
Okay.
That won't be a problem.
I just need to fly and swoop in and nab it.
Like, how small are we talking, though? Are we talking
Like 5
Hask's
pound pig?
eagle? Like, can pick it up? Or, like, Harpy Eagle, I would
Like,
say?
it's still in the cute stage of being a pig.
Okay,
Something
so
like a
Harpy
5
Eagle,
pound
definitely.
Yeah.
Kevin the piglet.
I will say, and Connor, they tell you you can use the boots to levitate, but you can't fly like super high.
No, I'm only looking to levitate like 5 feet off the ground or so. Maybe
Yeah.
enough to float above the crowd so I don't get trampled.
Yeah, so they tell you like 5 feet max.
Okay, so there's a 5 feet height limit in if you're going to be flying.
Well, for magic items.
So I can...
The
for
boots allow me
animals.
to cast levitate.
Say again.
The boots allow me to cast levitate. That's all they do. For like unlimitedly.
So for animals, there's no height limit?
Yes. However, if you were planning to turn into a bird or something, grabbing it with your talons would hurt the pig.
True. What can I use?
You could make mittens for your Harpy Eagle.
I could! That's actually a legitimate thing I could do.
Can you do that in a half hour?
I can do that in 5 minutes.
Let's do it!
Okay.
Alright, Snowfall, I'm gonna need you to turn into Eagle and to grab a couple of measurements.
Okay. And she turns into...
Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna measure the talons, grab a couple, essentially chunks of leather, like padded leather, to put around the claws, and then just essentially like some form of like wool cloth to coat the insides of it. I'm gonna cut it out to shape, and then take my little clockwork caterpillar and then just set it on them, and it's gonna start stitching the sides up. Have the job done in 10 minutes, Tommy.
Oh my god. I was just curious, to see, like, if I were to be perched on your shoulder right now, like, how big?
Mm-hmm.
A Harpy Eagle, the length is 3.2 feet.
Yes,
They're big.
they're gigantic birds. I'm 4 feet tall.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, and literally I have this little, like, clockwork mandipillar that's currently doing all the sewing, Nikki.
Oh my
It's gonna
god.
let out a little happy chirp when it's done.
I am, like, chirping at it the entire time. Just like, hello, do you talk?
No, it doesn't. It's a caterpillar, but it's a copper little clockwork guy that's doing its job.
Okay.
I feel like once it's done, those videos of the dogs with, like, little booties?
Mm-hmm.
Just Eagle walking like that, just, like, out to the side.
At this point, they begin calling people to gather for the hog race. And they have all of you gathered in one point behind a ribbon. And off to the side, you see the pen with the piglet.
I
And-
say, hi, Kevin!
And he oinks back at you very happily. And while 2 men are in the act of slathering this piglet with oil, there's a man off to the side with a bell. He shouts, "All right, we're gonna get this going. Now, just so all you know, no biting, no eye gouging." And he runs through a list. Like, basically, it's Christmas. Don't hurt the people around you. Be nice. Also, don't hurt the pig. And you look around, and you see other a myriad of other adventurers. There's a few other people wild shape, Nikki, a few other druids in the crowd.
Is Armstrong here?
You see,
What are the other people wild
Armstrong-
shaped as?
Armstrong is actually way off to the right. You guys are on the left side. He's way off to the right, and he's visibly swaying.
Are people giving him like a breadth of space?
They are ready in case he falls. Yes. He's a regular for these festivals. People love him.
All right. He seems like a nice guy.
Too sloshed by the time the pig race comes around, so he normally only makes it a couple feet. So there's actually a couple attendants off to that side ready to pull him off out of the way once he falls.
Do I have the opportunity to float by and cast Lesser Restoration on him to sober him up?
You are willing to risk not making the start?
If I'm right next...
No, he's all the way on the right side, you're all the way on the left side. There's a bunch of people in between you and him. He'll be fine.
Okay.
As I said, it's a yearly event. It's not like his death is going to be the facilitating thing that leads to the next part of the plot.
No, I'm more worried about other people, and I want him to have, like once off, I want him to have a chance to soberly catch the pig.
Just come back for next year's.
Yeah,
that's true.
The announcer now finishes up. Now with that out of the way, all of you rowdy lot, get ready, get set, and then ding ding ding, the bell goes off. All three of you roll initiative.
Oh, that's right. I get to use the eagles. Oh, that is...
I'm gonna flash of genius that though to give myself +6.
Ugh.
Okay.
A 23 then.
Is a +3 to me?
To me, it's a 17.
Sorry, what was it for you, Philip?
A measly 17.
And Nikki?
9! Even using the eagles dex!
You got mine, Tommy?
Yeah, 23, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Alright. Connor takes off like a rocket off after this piglet. Nikki, you go to flap up, but you were taken a little bit by surprise by how fast all the other people in the crowd went forward.
Also,
And
the boots don't help.
The wind from them whooshing by actually messes up your flight pattern a bit, and it takes you a second to catch up. Philip, Corin manages, a couple people push past you, but you manage to keep up about about 3/4 of the way to the front of the crowd.
Okay. I would like to, as I take off, instead of running, just be skipping along.
Okay.
Power
You may do
skipping.
that.
Yeah.
This actually makes you go a little bit faster than you previously were.
I wasn't even shooting for that. This was just to be funny.
You're surprised by it, and you have a new revelation. Why isn't everyone skipping? It's a faster method of travel.
That's a very on-brand thing for Philip characters.
So Connor, I want
like that.
Skipping?
Yeah, no, something like that. Like, why doesn't everybody else skip? It's a more efficient method of travel.
So Connor,
Yeah.
You managed to get to the piglet before anyone else. I want you to make a grapple check at disadvantage.
I should specify, Sugar Cookie is with me, and he's using his help action to grant me advantage on it.
Then it's a straight. Okay, that's a straight roll then.
All right, and regardless of what I roll, I am Flash of Geniusing this.
Okay.
Because you said acrobatics, or oh no, grapple check would be athletics, which is a flat -1 for me. All right, 12, 11 plus a Flash of Genius. That's going to be a 17.
You go to grab it, and your hand, you touch the pig, and then it slips out of your hands like a bar of soap. Philip, I want you to make a grapple check for me now.
Disadvantage, yeah?
Disadvantage, yes.
What?
Okay, so the first one was a 16 plus 1. The second one was a natural 1 plus 1.
Oh! Philip, while you are skipping along, you somehow find yourself at the front, closer to the front of the crowd, with the piglet in front of you, and you're so surprised by seeing the piglet, you jump forward to reach out for it, and you slip in the mud. So that's that. Nikki, go ahead and make a grapple check for me.
The little boots, they prevent me from damaging it, right?
They prevent you from damaging the piglet, yes.
Do you question my work and quality of it?
Because I have an advantage over you guys here.
What?
In that the Talon's attack is a grapple if it hits on a small
But
creature.
your talons are currently covered. How would you attack with them?
The points are covered.
Well, I would say that would be a help to her, given that the wool covering would also help her against the oil covering the pig.
Oh my god.
So yes, that would allow you to use that grapple attack.
Okay. So that is a +5.
Still disadvantage.
Oh my god!
It still made a disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Come on. That's still pretty good.
That's still
Alright.
pretty good. Nikki, you grab the pig and you're sure you've got a good hold on it. And the pig looks happy about that.
And I say, hi! It's me!
Do I have the opportunity to yank it from Nikki, even since I'm flying as well?
Right as she has a hold on it, someone bumps into her, and she loses hold of it. So I want the three of you to make grapple checks again.
All right, me first, or?
Yeah, I'll go with Connor first, but all three of you make it.
And I'm getting Flesh, Genius, and Health with Sugar Cookie, so it's a flat roll +5.
I made a small improvement.
Oh! That's a natural 20 +5, Tommy.
All right, Connor. Again, you got it in your hand, but the crowd is just so just right on your heels. You get bumped.
How? What? That is the best roll I can make, Tommy.
I'm doing 3.
Okay.
And I'm doing this as a skill challenge where you each make 3.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I can't roll higher than that. So is this check just impossible for me?
No, it's not. It's not.
I got a 16.
Philip.
I made an improvement to a 3.
Philip, you go to get up out of the mud, and someone steps on your head and pushes it back in.
Oh.
Smells like really, really old salmon down here.
But you're able to get back up pretty quick after that, and you're on your feet again.
All right. Oh, everything's so shiny and sparkly. Whoa.
Nikki, you get right up next to it. You haven't grabbed it yet, but you're about to grab it. One more check from all three of you.
I can't get any worse.
Holy! some reason, Roll20 is being really consistent today.
Tommy, this pig is mine.
Nikki, what was yours?
16. Like I said, consistent.
And Philip, was that 19 you?
No, I got another 3. So I'm just like, I give up, I sit down.
Another 3?
Yeah. 2 plus 1. I should be specific.
Yeah, you're, the crowd is so far ahead of you, you just decide to start picking the mud out of your hair and you start looking for fish. You actually make an investigation check for me.
Oh, this is going to be That's going to be a 4.
You find a half-eaten, like it's cooked, but you find a half-eaten fish stuck to your hair from the mud.
Can I pull it out?
Yeah, it's yours now.
Astral plane, throw it.
Yes.
Back at him.
And let me just do a little quick math here.
Is there gonna be something that gets mad at us at some point?
Stuff lives in the astral plane, and you're gonna make it smell like fish, Phil.
This is all for the cat lord.
So, Nikki, you're just about to grab it. It's like right in your right in your talons. Your talons are hovering over it, and then Bingsley, your new companion, swoops in and just ganks it from underneath you, and flies to victory, holding it in the air. And Bingsley has the pig.
I'm going to immediately go up because landing while everybody is still like right on our tail is probably a very bad decision.
Yes, with the hollow bones and all.
And I'm just going to, screech a congratulations to him.
I got the pig!
The crowd is ecstatic. They're shouting loud as they can. And you haven't been here before, but you can tell they're more excited than they have in previous years. This has been a really good pig chase. The announcer comes up to you with he has a sound amplifying rod in front of him, amplifies the sound he says magically.
Like a thaumaturgy stick.
Yes.
All right.
Wonderful, wonderful. I think this has been the best contest we've had in years.
I wouldn't know.
What's your name, good sir?
Oh, Bingsley. You might have heard of me.
Bingsley the Adventurer. I can't believe I didn't recognize you.
I'm covered in mud. It's really no trouble.
Oh, well, I would expect no better from the great adventurer. Here, take your prizes. And he puts a gold medal over your neck. The gold medal has a pig etched into it. And he hands a silver medal to Nikki, and a bronze medal to another
some other fellow who was close
person. Given that Philip is looking for fish now.
Yes.
No, I found enough. I'm content for now.
He also hands you a purse, like a gold purse, Connor.
Like cash, not like a golden purse.
No, it's the purse itself is it's not solid gold, but it's very nice. It's golden, it's silk with golden threads in it.
Okay.
Very, very nice. And the purse itself has 5,000 gold in it.
Oh, heck.
Lastly, the grand prize of them all. You get to keep the pig and name it and take it as your party mascot and pet. Unless, of course, it already has a name. I understand you can talk to animals, unless it already has its own name.
I'm gonna hold
we
it up.
haven't inquired.
I chirp to Bingsley. His name is Kevin.
Are they right? Is your name Kevin?
Yeah. The Snowfall. I met Snowfall about I think it was an hour ago.
Yeah.
I'm not great with time, but I met Snowfall earlier today, and she gave me the name Kevin. It's so much better than Piglet.
Oh, and I'm gonna hold him up. My name is Kevin.
The crowd
like
wild.
Lion King style.
Like in like think like in the Lion King when he holds up the like the prince.
That's
lion.
exactly what I was doing with the pig.
The crowd is just deafening. With that, Skeef takes you back to the guest house to get cleaned up before the town feast. And upon entering, when you walk into the guest house, they kind of clean most of the mud off beforehand to save the house.
Yeah, I'm doing a prestidigitation myself.
Oh, that saves us so much trouble. Of course, there's a warm bath waiting for you as well.
What happens to all the mud if I turn into an insect and then pop back? Does it stay, or?
You'll have an insect-sized amount of mud left on you.
That's what I'm going to do then.
Or
You will have to
does the
dig
mud
your way
count
out
as
of
an
the
item?
mud, though, as an insect.
What if the mud counts as an item that you're wearing? Because you technically get that back once you shape shift back.
True.
DM said it's good. It's good.
I'll say that she didn't purposely put it on. It's just something that's on her.
DM says it's good. In my book, it's good.
I'm gonna say she wild shapes into an insect, and all of a sudden the mud that was on her just falls.
Like a cartoon.
And then you just have a team. Oh, did we lose Connor?
I think we did. I reloaded because I thought he was just lagging.
I'm gonna text him and ask if he's still there, and we just can't see him.
Kevin is going to be my new best friend.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there you are. Sorry, everyone just froze for me, and I still can't see Tom.
I can now not see him as well. Yeah, there we go. Yay!
There we go. Can everyone see everyone?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know about everyone else, but I can see everyone.
Regrettably, I can see you, Philip.
Oh, that's okay. That's what I say every time I look in the mirror.
Oh, Philip.
Upon entering the guest house, you see beautifully polished wooden, a mixture of wooden and marble floors going out. 2 curved stairways on either side of the main hall going up to the second floor, as well as wings going to the left and the right. It's a very, very risky mansion. These guys have spared no expense to put you up. Like, this is their town guest house for their most honored guests. They put you up in.
Oh,
Got you.
And
that one spell summon man. It's pretty lavish.
yeah, just past these 2 stairways, you see not nearly as big as the one in Times Square, but a big Christmas tree filling the room beyond it, with all kinds of gifts underneath the tree.
Would I be able to ritual cast detect magic to see if there's anything magic under the tree?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, do that.
There's a lot of magic stuff under the tree.
Oh, cool.
Like, it hurts your eyes.
Well,
Their town, this is their biggest festival of the year. They love Christmas and they love adventurers.
right. I mean, interesting choice to love adventurers. There's a lot of different kinds out there.
Yes.
Some of them deserve it.
Some of them don't deserve it, yes. They also live at the base of the Lich's Tower, so a lot of trade comes through here.
Interesting.
Not at the base, but a Lich's Tower is outside of the town.
Are they able to get insurance for something like that? Like, because it's a bit of a hazardous location. It's like building at the base of a volcano.
There's a bit of a non-aggression pact going on.
Okay.
Anyway, is there anything you want to check out, or straight to the bath?
Going straight to the bath.
All right.
Yeah.
After that, you guys are escorted to the town feast. You get back to the town square, and they have big, giant, long tables set up all over the place with fires all around it to keep things warm. And the four of you are treated as honored guests at the mayor's table. You have a wonderful time talking with Blinkfoot, the town mayor. He's a gnome like yourself, Connor.
Ah. Well, what kind of gnome? Saying all gnomes are the same. No, there's a lot of subspecies.
You know what? He's a nondescript gnome.
Oh, he's one of those people.
He's a normal gnome.
That makes it weird.
I've heard of your kind before. The normal gnomes.
He's a town gnome, Connor. How about that?
Okay.
You guys have a great time at the feast, stunning more and more people with your stories and of the different places you visited and the foes you fought.
I'm terrible at storytelling, so I'm just, popping into different shapes. This is a party trick for me at this point.
After I slew the Count, I then took this sword of his. I don't know.
Yeah, the people love it. They're just straight up eating it out of your hand. And throughout the feast, people come up and give you gift after gift after gift, all beautifully wrapped.
I'm gonna turn to Philip's character. Wait, you're the one who killed Count Chocula?
No. I killed his neighbor.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Frank, people didn't really like Frank.
No, I have sense of decency. Like I'm terrible with like city stuff, but I have a sense of decency.
And yeah, throughout the whole night, people just continue to give you gift after gift after gift. Though all of them marked don't open until Christmas morning. I will say this is Christmas Eve, by the way.
Ah.
Oh yeah, this is a nice area. So Kevin is not here at the moment, is he?
No, they have a seat for him.
Oh my god!
It's a booster seat.
Oh my god! I love that.
And he has a bowl placed in front of him within his reach. And they definitely make sure to take care of Kevin. He is the prize pig, after all.
Yeah. I need to get him a headband of intellect. That's an uncommon item, right?
Yes.
This pig is probably
so.
the only one that can now say he's met a dinosaur and survived. And not had it try to eat him.
Now, is there anything else that you guys would like to do before retiring for the night?
How many hours do we have before bed?
I mean, you can go to bed whenever you want.
I can get a headband of intellect out in 2 hours, Tommy.
You can do that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm for the next 2 hours I'm tinkering.
Okay. Mark down the gold cost for it.
Yep. Well, hey, I got 5,000 gold for victory.
Mm-hmm.
What's 250?
Is everyone else retiring to bed?
No, I am watching this happen.
Yeah. And I am after it's done. It's just a nice little leather band with metal, like with metal wrought through it. It's got a nice little pig symbol at like the forehead crest. The same as the that I was given, the metal.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm gonna put it on him. It takes an hour for him to attune to it, but afterwards he'll have an intelligence of 19.
Okay. Great. I get to narrate a pig with an intelligence of 19.
Oh,
Okay. You put it on him, and he all of a sudden seems really sleepy, and goes into the room that you and him are sharing, and
Yeah.
goes to his little pet bed that was provided by the game announcer with him.
Can the pig not
And he-
speak common?
And he say again.
Seeing as how he spent his entire time with people speaking common around him, I'd say he'd be able to pick it up.
Can he speak common now?
I'm gonna say yes.
Yes, this is gonna be great.
And so he settles down to go to sleep.
He's still the
because-
same pig, he's just better at learning.
Because having like sentience and knowledge thrust upon him all of a sudden
oh no.
is a very tiring endeavor.
Yeah.
I'm going to, so only Bingsley is up at this point, right?
Well, I assume you guys would have
Of our group. Of our group, yeah.
downtime before bed.
I'm gonna ask him if he wants to, if he wants to do the wild shape bamfing thing.
The what?
The wild shape thing, like just switching from creature to creature to creature.
What, like me?
Yeah.
Sorry, but I'm gonna pass.
Oh, come on, it's
I
so
like
fun.
me as me.
It's so fun.
It's okay, I like having thumbs. You see what I was just able to do with my thumbs in a short period
Yeah.
of time? I want to keep doing that.
I mean, monkeys have thumbs too, and can you jump like that? No.
No, I can fly.
Wait. Monkeys can wear boots.
Hey.
Like, she's just having this revelation, just like, you would be terrifying as a monkey.
Or I can just be an elf.
I thought you were a gnome.
I'm flavored to be like a Santa elf. That's like, I'm assuming that's the type of thing that isn't. Yeah, I'm a forest gnome.
You're a Santa elf gnome.
Yes. It's less like my race and more a vocational title.
Philip, was there anything you wanted to do in the 2 hours before bed?
Just regaling them with more stories.
Okay.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm going to ask some other people if they want to try the wild shape.
Yeah, turn a pile of children into velociraptors.
Yeah.
Every single child you ask jumps at the idea, but their parents nearby say, "Oh, sweetie, I don't think that's a good idea."
I'll tell them it's temporary. I control what they turn into, so I'll ask if it's okay for them to.
The
And I'll
moment
take
Snowball
requests.
does it within my earshot, I'm gonna turn like a little child, like me.
Okay, what does everybody want to turn into?
You have 5 children that their parents let them do it. And one of them says, "I want to be a monkey." The other says, "I want to fly." One of them says they want to be a fish.
I wish to have the power to burn my enemies and raise them to the ground.
Another one says, "I want to be a pterodactyl."
I can do that.
And he pronounces the T. And the other one says he wants to be a rabbit.
Okay, we're gonna get some water for the kid who wants to be a fish. Philip, what is
Pull
what
a
is your
180 and
character
turn
want?
him into a hare. You know, like the estranged cousin of the rabbit.
The eldritch cousin.
Yeah.
A mole.
So I'm going
that-
to
you know the image of the mole like half out of the dirt with the arms poking out, and just the pile of it is just like
a hot tub.
decadence.
And I'm also going to ask their favorite color.
Oh.
Blue,
Because I'm-
red, pink,
Nikki, are you
purple,
gonna make them their
periwinkle.
personas?
Basically.
Okay.
And I'm going to, I'm gonna do it. And now they are all whatever animal that they wanted to be.
It is. How long does it last?
Concentration, 24 hours. So
It is
whenever they're
utter
tired,
chaos until you decide to drop it.
they are enjoying themselves, that's for sure. And I
Their
also tell
parents
them,
are stressed beyond belief.
I'm watching them. I'm keeping them safe. But
They trust you, but they have no control over their children at this point, and they've been eating sugar all day.
I don't know. I think it'd be easy to control the fish.
Yeah,
it can't go
the
very
fish
far.
mom is mildly concerned but trusts you. The mom who has the pterodactyl child is very concerned.
And I'm also I let the kids know that if they want to try something else, I can also do that.
So over the next, I guess, hour that you're doing this, you turn them into a myriad of different animals over and over and over, and they love it.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like running around with them. I'm.
But after about an hour, they just conk out and they fall asleep.
Okay, yeah, like, you know, the ones that are flying as they start to lag, I'm like, you know, just land. We're gonna try something on the ground for now.
You shouldn't sleep and fly.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, though, birds usually, like, a lot of birds can sleep while they're flying.
Yeah, albatrosses, I think, in particular, sleep on the wing a lot of times.
If they land in the water, they'll get eaten by something.
Yep, albatrosses, depending on what ornithologist you ask, they are considered flightless. They can only take off in perfect conditions. So, therefore, when the babies are all fledging, they all do it at the same time, and many, 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 many of them do not make it. Because the sharks know when that is happening. It's a bloodbath.
Oh.
I saw a nature documentary, it's like, oh no!
Well, with that, you all retire to bed. And you can still hear sounds of revelry from the rest of the town. Most people have gone to bed, but there's still a few people who keep it going all night. But in time, the sounds fade, and you all go to sleep.
Yeah, the mariachi band has to sleep at some point.
Yes.
Mariachi
They've
band
had a
never
long
sleeps.
day. I want you all to make 3 perception. Well, no, I'll treat it passive perception.
Alright. But I should specify that Sugar Cookie never sleeps.
Okay. Did you leave him any instructions before you went to sleep?
Guys, should I No, I wouldn't set up I wouldn't set up an alarm spell if I was sleeping in a place like this. My guard is down.
Yeah, for your guard is gonna be down.
But I'm gonna essentially Sugar Cookie, just like, don't make trouble, do your like nightly adventures like you normally do, wake us up if anything's going on.
Does he go on nightly adventures?
Yes.
Like outside of your room?
It usually sticks to the room. Sometimes we'll go down to the kitchen to grab something.
Okay.
Or if something seems exciting outside. Chasing a spider or something.
He's got a passive perception of 12.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you to trust me on this, Connor. Does Sugar Cookie have health and an AC?
Yes. An AC of 13, 27 health.
What happens if does he regenerate?
I can cast Mending on him, yeah.
Okay.
But if you hurt Sugar Cookie...
We're coming for you.
Like you, the DM, not...
We're gonna kill God!
Okay, so I have something I'm gonna read now. So I will say, all of that, the carnival stuff, that I made up, except for this map. So now we're getting into the module.
Yeah. Oh, well, exceptionally well done, Tommy.
Thank you. Every adventurer down in Austenwald liked Christmas a lot, but the Lich who lived there east of Austenwald did not. Dresden the Lich hated Christmas, the whole Christmas season. Now, please don't ask why. No one quite knows the reason. It could be perhaps that his phylactery was too old. It could be that his brown molds weren't that cold. But I think that the most likely reason of all may have been that his heart was 2 sizes too small.
I can get
But
him.
whatever the reason, his phylactery or mold, he stood there on Christmas Eve, hating folks from Austenwold. Stare with a sour skeletal frown at the warm-lighted windows below in their town. For he knew every adventurer down in Austenwold beneath was busy counting all their loot and XP. And they're hanging their shields, he snarled with a sneer. Tomorrow is Christmas, it's practically here. Then he growled, with his bony fingers nervously drumming. I must find some way to keep Christmas from coming. For tomorrow I know all the Austenwold fighters and clerics will wake bright and early to their bard's obnoxious lyrics. And then, oh the noise, 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 noise. There's one thing I hate, all the noise, 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 noise. They'll stand close together with Christmas bells crashing. They'll stand side by side, and those adventurers will start slashing. And they'll bash, and they'll pierce, and they'll stab, 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 stab. The more the Lich thought of the rogue's sneak attacks, the more the Lich thought, I must stop this whole thing from coming back. Why, for 500 years I've put up with it now. I must stop Christmas from coming. But how? Then he got an idea. An awful idea. The Lich got a wonderful, awful idea. I know just what to do, the Lich cackled in his throat. I'll make a quick Santa Claus hat and a coat. That Christmas Eve, Dresden the Lich came down from his dark tower to steal away Christmas during the latest hours. This is stop number 1, the old Lichy Claus hissed, and he climbed to the roof, empty bags of holding in his fist. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch, but if Santa could do it, then so could the Lich. He got stuck only once, for a minute or two, then he cast etherealness, and right into the wall he went through. Where the little adventurer's magic weapons hung all in a row, these magic items, he grinned, are the first things to go. And then he slithered and slunk, with a smile most obscene, around the whole room, and he took everything. And now Dresden the Lich is going to make a stealth roll.
I misread it. Sugar Cookie has a passive perception of 22, a perception modifier of plus 12.
Okay.
How?
Because it's 10 plus twice my proficiency bonus.
Oh, Jesus!
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, you actually are higher than me.
He's a little mechanical squirrel, though. What can he do?
Screech.
So
Yes,
as
he
Dresden
can.
the Lich comes out of the fireplace, he begins gathering up all of the presents under the Christmas tree, as well as every single trinket and bauble covering said tree, and finally the tree itself. There were also, above the fireplace, 4 huge bulging stockings, with each one of your names on it. And he took those as well.
The fiend.
But he's not like taking any of our stuff we already had.
No, he's not sneaking into your rooms. He's smarter than that.
Oh,
Half
okay.
my gear is sealed to my body. He couldn't take it.
Yes.
I was like worried. Oh no!
I
is he
mean,
gonna-
he's not looking to die. He's just wondering.
He's been around for a while. He knows what happens when you mess with adventurers and they're actually awake.
He's in the middle of a town full to the brim with world-renowned adventurers. He's not dumb.
So did Sugar Cookie get to make a perception check?
Sugar Cookie does.
Oh, well, that's 5. That's 5 below my passive perception. His passive perception, a 17.
He rolled a 17.
Yeah.
Sugar Cookie notices the Lich as he's
Oh.
in his Santa Claus and coat, while he's he's gathering up the presents.
You said, though, for the rest of us, passive perception?
Well,
We're sleeping. We're technically
You're all
unconscious,
asleep
so
right
we
now.
can't really
True.
perceive
so
that.
the only people that would be doing perception would be Sugar Cookie and Kevin.
Okay. What is
Um,
Kevin rolling? What is he
I think
Connor-
Kevin is currently caught up with his newfound sentience.
What is Sugar Cookie's insight?
Insight is a wisdom score.
Yes.
Flat
right?
roll.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll.
Another 5.
So, Dresden the Lich, hearing the humming behind him, sees Sugar Cookie and says, "Oh, you must be one of the adventurer's companions. Oh, don't worry." He points to the tree in the bag with the presents leaking out of it. "Don't worry about this. Some of these items had a problem with it, and as Santa, I'm coming here personally to take them back to my shop and fix them up and bring them back before morning." But
At that, he's going to pull out a tiny hammer and chisel like a mini set of tools I made for him.
"Oh no, it is Christmas. I'm not gonna make it. Thank you so," and he pats him on the head. "Thank you so much for offering, but I'm just gonna take this back, have my elves fix it up, and bring it right back before Christmas. I'm not gonna make you work on Christmas."
He's gonna like raise his hands, grab his like the sleeve, and kind of tug him because he knows where a Santa elf is. Maybe he can help.
And he says, "Oh no, thank you so much." But he pats him on the head. "Just please go on your way. I guess it looks like you were having your own little adventure."
It's gonna chirp happily.
"Oh, go on back to that. We'll take care of this. Merry Christmas." He pats him on the head, turns him around, and sends him on his way.
He's gonna continue gnawing through half. It's already through. And like these are chunks of metal, guys. They're metal nuts and bolts.
Oh, I thought they were like.
No, they are metallic pieces, little things.
Constantly just flexing on the rest of us.
I'm just trying to think how to mistake the bolts. For something like the nuts is easy. The bolts, I've got nothing.
But it's like a hexagonal nut with that goes around a screw.
So, it was 1:15. All the adventurers still abed. All the heroes still a snooze when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their plate mail and shields and bows, their lutes and their axes, their trinkets and 10-foot poles. Then a planar portal Dresden opened up. Into the astral plane all the adventurers' stuff he would chuck. "Pooh-pooh to the heroes," he was evilly humming. "They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming." Connor, I want you to make a perception check with advantage.
Well, I already get advantage. I have an item for it. I get a +8. That's going to be a 26.
You wake up to Kevin making a lot of noise and actively rooting at your side, trying to wake you up.
Oh, hey, Kevin, what's up?
"There's something wrong. I can speak. Whatever. I can speak now, and there's something wrong. There's something wrong. Come." And he rushes
I'll
out of the
explain
room.
that later. All right. And I'm gonna go and like kick the beds of the other two.
Well, you're all in separate rooms.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
gonna find them, or are you following Kevin?
I'm just gonna follow Kevin for now.
Okay. And Nikki and Philip, I want both of you to make perception checks.
Okay.
What was it, plus 11?
16.
Okay, you both passed. You both hear Kevin screaming through the halls, hooves are clattering. I can talk, and something's wrong. It's Christmas, and something's wrong, and all the way through the halls of this mansion.
I'm going to go over and find Kevin.
You walk down the stairs and look around, and the tree's gone. and the
Hmm.
fire's been put out. It's very cold. The
Mhm,
tree is gone. All the presents are gone with it.
mhm.
Everything is gone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reignite the fire just right
I
now.
am going to say at this point, something seems off down here.
I'm gonna go sugar. And just through a little chirping. All right, guys. Just can you tell me what happened last night?
He tells you that Santa came and he took the presents back to be fixed in his shop.
I want you to tell me exactly what this Santa looked like. Was he?
Old.
Wait. Like I'm gonna ask him. Was the circumference of his belly? And I'm just gonna say some nondescript number on whatever form of essentially whatever form of metric this place uses.
I'm going
tells you
to.
he looks kind of skinny, probably because he
All right.
hadn't eaten all the cookies yet.
Beard length. Like I need to know who this was. If it was the fat man, I've got a bone to pick.
The beard was a couple feet long. He had
A couple
very
feet
dark,
only?
dark, like blackened skin though.
All right, no, that
You
wasn't.
also
All right, I have a
look
question.
around.
Do I notice like boot marks or anything, or any indication that where?
No, because they're polished wood and stone floors. However, do you look in any of the other rooms?
Yeah, I'd investigate the house.
You find Skeef, your butler and guide,
Okay.
lying dead on the floor.
Oh no.
How long?
He's cold.
I have
So-
a thing. I am going to use the. Should I use it? Should I use the 9th level spell?
Whoever has animate dead.
I can just
the
bring him
only
back to
spell that-
life.
Oh. Because True Resurrection and Animate Dead would work here.
It's been a few hours since he died.
Animate Dead works up to upwards to a week. True Resurrection works up to a century.
Hang on, where's the frickin' spell list? Hang on, so I have True Resurrection. I'm trying to look.
That's a 9th level spell, isn't it?
Yes, I know. I'm trying to look. Is there
Alright,
any?
You're a full caster.
Yeah.
Animate Dead would work.
Do I have Animate Dead? What level is it?
It's, I believe, a 5th level spell.
Okay.
Revivify is for the first minute, and Spare the Dying, it just stabilizes someone.
I have Reincarnate. Oh, okay. I do not have that, but I do have Reincarnate.
Oh, Animate Dead is a 3rd level spell, my bad.
Oh, well, let's see.
But druids can't take it.
Okay.
A Circle of the Spores druid can get it.
So I will use Reincarnate. What is the... Okay, 1,000 gold pieces. Yeah. So you said we start with about that much, right?
You start. Where's the?
That would be 100 platinum. We started with like 100,000 platinum.
Yeah, it was like 100,000. It was
Oh.
either 100,000 or 150,000. You guys started with a lot of gold.
No, it wasn't 100,000 because I did not spend that much because I currently have 58,000 platinum left.
Okay,
And I didn't
pull
spend
up
that
the text. Connor,
I
pull
am.
up the text.
10.
Okay, so I'm casting Reincarnate.
No, it's 10,000 platinum that we started with.
100,000 gold. Okay, what does that spell do?
Touch a dead humanoid, provided the creature has been dead no longer than 10 days, spell forms a new adult body for it and then calls the soul to enter that body. It likely causes the creature's race to change, however. GM rolls a D100 and consults the following table to determine what form the creature takes, or the GM chooses a form.
Okay. Let me just pull the spell up. It was reincarnate.
Yeah.
So you just make a new body and put the same soul inside it?
Yep.
That's an interesting spell.
You cast a spell, and your companion, Skeef Fogier, wakes up as a Dragonborn. I have scales. Adventures.
The corpse is still there, right? His old corpse is still lying cold on the table.
Well, he turns to you. He sees his body. That's my body. Strange, but adventures. This is something happened. Dresden, the lich that lives to the east. He came in the night and tried to take the presents. I tried to stop him, and I'm sorry. He took it. He took the tree. He took the tree.
I'm just gonna like press a finger up. Okay.
I'm going to wild shape into a dog, like a bloodhound. I'm going to get the scent, and I'm going to see how far I can follow it.
The scent is probably just dead body.
Well, I'm gonna follow it.
I think there's more than one of those out here right now.
Oh,
well, there are none that are so old.
I hate to break again. I do really need to use the bathroom though.
Okay.
I'll be like,
you're good.
How dare you?
I don't think he expected us
Philip,
to.
How dare you?
Tommy, did you expect us to revive him just like that?
What?
Did you expect us to revive him just like that?
No.
I literally, it's like, oh no, he's dead. It's like, oh no, he's dead. All right. Who's got a spell for this?
I mean, at level 20, that's basically how it works.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, the best I have is Revivify, but that only works in the first minute, and I didn't take it because I don't think we would need it because none of us would be dying. Probably.
We'd have to screw up to die. We'd have to
Royally.
really screw up.
Also, I'm thinking I'm just gonna levitate up towards the top of the tower and egg the windows before we even get inside. Like, what do you think?
I mean, piss him off beforehand. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Actually, the stat block I have for the squirrel says it has advantage on wisdom checks related to sense of smell.
Yeah, I've got wisdom I've got advantage on perception checks that rely on sound because of a small little uncommon item I've got. It's a little clockwork earwig that's like hooked on around the edge of my ear.
Between the two of us, nothing escapes.
Plus,
we
I've got
see
a
all.
companion with a passive perception of 22.
We see all.
Yes.
Also, it is really hard to draw a ferret. I don't know what it is.
I don't know, they don't really, there's really no kind of contour from head to neck to shoulders.
There really isn't!
It's like a ferret. No, it's kind of like, no, I mean, not ferret, what was I thinking? Right,
Snake?
No, it's like, otters. But otters kind of have, you can see their skull.
Yeah, but of course, the fluffier it is, the less definition you get.
Same with seals, they're kind of just a tube of blubber.
Tube.
Yes.
The Bork tube.
Okay.
Good to see you alive.
Yes, the mimic in my bathroom did not claim me this time.
Thought you'd finally come back, Tommy.
Yes. Okay. So you just revived Skeef as a Dragonborn. He told you Dresden came and stole Christmas and then fainted. I want all three of you to make perception, Nikki, your passive perception is 21, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nikki, you hear very distantly weeping. Children weeping from all across the town.
Okay.
sleeping habits. I'm barely staying awake.
I should be part of that.
I am going to become a squirrel, actually, because I looked at the stat block and it says squirrels have advantage on wisdom checks related to sense of smell. I'm going to see if I can get a scent, and I'm going to follow it.
Okay. Tommy, whatever you said, Nikki, I should hear. Passive perception is 22, and he relays everything to me.
Can he speak to you, Connor?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Okay. So, Sugar Plum relays to you that he hears just barely children weeping all across the town.
Sugar Cookie, not Sugar Plum. That was Dan.
Oh, Sugar Cookie. It's confusing.
I know. It's fine.
Okay, Sugar Cookie.
This is fun now.
Can speak to small animals.
Oh, you guys are back. I definitely wasn't talking to myself the entire time.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize I just basically put Philip in timeout there.
It's okay.
No, you could have just, instead of putting all of us in a whisper together, you could have put him in a whisper.
I just have the one button.
You can take yourself out of it.
Oh.
That really would be a timeout.
Yeah. Can't you? You can do that, right?
I don't think I can take myself out of it, Connor.
Roll20 is updated since I was last a DM. They might have removed that.
Okay.
Why would they?
All right, so I'm essentially going to instruct Sugar Cookie and Kevin to collect the townspeople, collect the townspeople in the town square.
Just as you're doing that, you hear a knock on the door.
I am going to. I would like to fly up, through the back of the house, over the house, and on top to see who's there. Because my guard's up now.
It's Mayor Blinkfoot.
I'm gonna poke my head over the roof. What do you want?
I had something we need to talk about. I'm sure you found out already.
Payment stole Christmas. I was just trying to instruct my friends to start collecting people in the town square. We got to make an announcement.
Ooh, no. Come with me. Can you unlock the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm essentially the door is locked, but I'm on the outside, so I'm just gonna pick it from the outside. Do you want me to roll, Tommy?
Just go ahead.
I get a plus 18 for my check.
While you're doing that, the mayor's like, I have a key. I just didn't want to be rude.
No, it's fine.
You have a key.
I left it inside.
Okay. So, as I'm sure you've all noticed, we had a visit from our neighborhood lich last night.
I'm gonna punch his teeth in.
Dresden came and took Christmas from the entire town. People are keeping a stiff upper lip about it. And I'm sorry I have to ask you this. I know you're here as our honored guests and everything, but you're the four most well-renowned and powerful adventurers in town right now. The only ones capable of taking care of this problem.
Mayor, I literally just said I'm going to voluntarily beat him up.
Yeah, Snow is on a corner or something somewhere, just squirrel battle scream. Tail is.
He tricked Sugar Cookie and he made Sugar Cookie feel bad. That's not something I can excuse.
At this point, his eyes water a little bit, and he just hugs all four of you. Thank you so much. Well, we can if there's anything that you need, I don't know what else we could offer. You have much more powerful things that our town could ever offer you.
Do you have a carton of rotten eggs? And a small amount of sulfur.
Sure, we could drum up some rotten eggs.
You said anything that we needed.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see if we can get some rotten eggs. I'm sure someone has a little bit of sulfur.
Awesome.
Also, like I said, I'm at least getting a idea of where he is based on scent trail if I can find one. So can I roll perception?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, nice.
you follow the trail. The trail goes up the chimney.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I am a squirrel at this moment.
Somehow managed to smell his trail, like through the chimney, past all the smoke.
He just smells that bad.
I mean, he is a lich. He's been dead for 500 years. You follow it up the chimney, and you find sleigh tracks. And then the trail ends. Back downstairs. About an hour late, the mayor asks you to hold tight, and he comes back with the rotten eggs and sulfur about an hour later. Did we lose?
Hello. Sorry, you all spoke to me again.
There you are, Connor.
Is that
I
a
heard
lightsaber?
and that was all I heard.
So Nikki went up to check to follow the trail. She saw sleigh tracks and then the trail end.
Okay.
Back downstairs, the mayor asked you to hold tight, and he comes back about an hour later with what you asked for.
All right.
And I'll act as your guide as to lead you to Dresden's Tower, but I'm sorry, I can't go in with you. I have a family, I have kids.
Oh, hey, it's fine. Like, I don't want to be offensive, but you would only get in the way.
Okay.
Look, frankly, I really don't want you to be caught in the blast. I don't want you to get hurt.
Thanks, I appreciate that. You're all ready, we'll head off.
This town needs you anyways, especially now.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know
You're all
it's
ready,
one
we'll head off.
And on the way, I would like to make a small incision in the top of the egg, pour a small amount of sulfur dust into it, mix it around inside said egg with the rotten yolk, and then close it back up and let that simmer.
Okay.
What?
Make a crafting check and roll a D100 for me.
All right. That's going to be a 34, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
And a 34 on the percentile die.
You're able to do that 34 egg.
All right. I just salt and egg, smell worth, mix that all together, and then you'll see what I do with them, Tommy.
Okay. So, are you guys all ready to set off? Anything you need to do before you go off with the mayor?
Nope.
The rotten eggs in an airtight box.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell Kevin to stay here. We're definitely not bringing him.
I should also specify, when you arrived at I forgot to mention this, when you arrived at the guest house, you're each given like a treat bag of some cookies, some chocolate stuff. Are you bringing that with you or leaving them here?
Yeah, I'll bring
bringing it with me.
Bringing it with Munch.
And I'm going to essentially pick up Kevin and hand him to our new Dragonborn companion. Do take care of him.
Newly Dragonborn.
Newly Dragonborn.
I know you're new to a Dragonborn. Here's a couple of tips. Watch the claws. Remember that you have a tail.
Actually, they don't.
I have a tail, and he turns around and clears off the kitchen counter.
Actually, they don't.
Never mind.
I think it's lizard folk that have a tail. My bad.
God, that would be the worst prank to pull on him, though. I have a tail.
He's still gonna say, I have a tail, and turn around. Everything's still on the kitchen counter, but he's
lizard folk. My bad. Are
you a racist or something?
No,
I'm kidding.
I'm a little preoccupied.
No, that's out of character.
Yeah. And what color Dragonborn is he?
Red, I think he said.
I didn't say,
Oh.
But Philip, how many Dragonborn colors are there?
It's like 8, right?
I think 10. 10 or 11.
Let's see. Oh, spot on, Philip. That was 10.
Hmm.
Bronze.
Oh, so you can breathe lightning. Don't do that.
I can. What?
You're a dragonborn. You are a what did you say color he was?
Bronze.
You look at your scales. You are a bronze dragonborn. You can breathe
I've been
light.
looking.
You can breathe lightning now. Don't do that.
Not inside, at least.
Dangerous. You're not. If there's another dragonborn in town, find them. Let them indoctrinate you with your newfound
Okay.
race.
It's been a bit of a morning. I'm gonna go sit down.
It's
Of
been
course,
a morning. I have died.
I feel
I am
kind
going
of
to-
sick. I'm gonna go sit down outside where I won't breathe lightning on things.
I'm going to give him gloves so he doesn't scratch anybody.
Well,
And
goblins have not as much as dragonborn, but they have kind of claws, right?
Not goblins. No, like if they grow their fingernails out.
Oh. Okay.
And with the gloves, I'm going to hand him Kevin and look down at Kevin. All right, buddy, I know you're going through something right now, but this guy's barely holding it together. Can you look out for him?
Can you not talk,
I
maybe?
Can do that. I can do that. There's so much going on, and he just gestures his pig feet towards his head because he can't really point. So there's so much going on, like in my head right now. It feels like a million bees flying around. Like,
Yeah, no, you.
Is that what you call thoughts? Like,
Yes. Now,
whoa.
it might help talking this out with him to help distract him for a little bit until we can get back and do damage control with all of this.
Okay, I can do that. I'll tell him what it's like to be a pig.
Yes.
I'm just. Have you seen Spider-Verse?
And I'm gonna give him a head pat and walk away.
That one scene. Do pigs talk in this world? I don't want to freak them out.
Okay. And with that, you guys head with the mayor towards Dresden, the Lich's Tower, and we'll call it right there till next week.
Well, I would like to do something once we get to the tower. Not enter it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So how tall is it?
Let's see here. Let me see if it gives a height. I'm gonna say it's 7 floors high. So about 60, 70 feet.
Okay. And are there windows at the top?
Let me read you the description of when you get there. Let me grab all of you. Sorry, I just have to resize all of you for the grid.
You're good. Heck. I didn't do it.
This dice set seems to be working out very well. All of the first rolls have been either perfect or next to perfect. But I don't know how to feel about the second rolls, which on some are like 3 away from perfect, and on others, 1. So I may or may not still be cursed.
Alright. Can you all see the entryway?
Oh,
There
it's
it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
So you can you see the trail leading up to the door?
Yes.
Yeah, you can pull
Yeah.
those guys back over.
I've yet to summon my Eldritch Cannons. I just need it for when I do.
Okay, then they will be,
I put them off to the side.
yeah, just gonna be here at the entrance until, hiding in the snow until you're ready for them.
Okay. And I'll probably use those for sake of convenience if I do my if I ever do summon construct or something of that sort.
Oh, one thing I forgot to mention. You also find, right where the Christmas tree was, back at the house, a note from Dresden the Lich.
Ah. What does it say?
Let me...
What language
pull
is
up.
it in?
It's in common.
Oh.
It says, Neener, I took all your stuff. At sunrise Christmas Day, I shall drop it all into the astral plane, thereby ending this horrible holiday forever. Dresden the Lich.
Wait.
Yes, I ate
can
all
go
the
to the. I can go to the astral plane.
This isn't even a problem.
Well, the problem is the astral plane is a big place. He's just gonna toss it out there. Mixed in with all the fish.
Yeah, no.
Christmas is gonna
There's
smell
two-
like rotting fish.
There's 2 problems with that. The first is that when we talk about the astral plane, it's better to call it the astral sea. There's not really stable surface to stand on.
Ah.
The second is yes, it's big. Like, take the space of the material plane, its reflections, and the elemental planes. It's like about 20 times bigger than that.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're in the same general area as the tower, so it's not like he'd be far in the astral plane. I'm thinking it's kind of like the Netherworld in Minecraft.
I was gonna say that! Is it like the Nether where it's scaled? Except opposite.
It's a scale.
Unless he's been a lich that's been alive for 500 years and he can control where the portal opens in the astral plane.
I pull out my nifty little cubic gate. I can control where I spawn in the astral plane.
He left a PS on the note. PS, I ate all the cookies and drank all the milk too.
No! Where does it go?
Which is especially appalling considering that liches don't need food or water to survive.
So he did it purely out of spite.
Yes.
As soon as I hear that, I just start running.
Well, that means I'm just not gonna feel bad about what I do next. So Tommy, now that we're at the tower, does it have windows on the top floor, where I presume he is?
Give me 1 second. There are, you see, as you approach the tower, you see a door on the first level. Way up high, at the top, way up high, not quite the top floor, but several floors up, you see a balcony. There are a couple floors above that. There are arrow slits, and there's a roof. There are various windows around it as well.
So, is there an obvious location of where he would be?
I mean, he could be anywhere in the tower.
All right, I'm gonna float up to the balcony.
Hey guys, there's arrow slits. I have that handy dandy 8th level spell. I can get us all past half of the tower.
I'm not planning to circumvent anything. I would like to float up to the balcony, Tommy.
Okay.
Take out my nifty little box of sulfur-infused rotten eggs.
Okay.
And begin pelting the door pelt the door and balcony and windows maliciously while I shout obscenities at him.
He's not in there.
He'll smell it when he comes out, though.
Okay.
Actual casting magic mouth and just dotting air outside of the balcony and the windows and the arrow slits with it. They respond to, and I'm going to essentially give it once the Lich walks near it. I'm copying, essentially recording everything that I'm shouting, and once he walks nearby, they'll start shouting it.
Where are you casting it?
I'm ritual casting it, essentially putting little on the balcony and such.
As the first one, as soon as you finish casting it, does it have any kind of physical?
Yes, essentially yes. It's cast on an object.
Okay, you go to cast it on the balcony, and the familiar feeling you feel that you normally get when you cast a spell and you feel it click into place doesn't happen.
Alright, so I can't use Magic Mouth. I'm going to switch to Magical Tinkering. And I'm going to make 4 small squares that can record 10 seconds of audio, which is just going to be me incoherently screaming insults.
What are you making them with?
No, it's like a crafting check.
Okay, so just something in your own pack.
It's mechanical, not magic.
Okay.
This is my first level feat.
Okay, something in your own materials.
Yes. It's not magic.
Okay.
It is mechanical.
Okay.
And I'm just going to toss the 4 of those on the ground along with all the eggs.
Okay, you have 3 or 4 screaming squares.
And once he walks in, they will activate.
Okay. They're there.
Yes. And I save 1 egg for when I meet him.
Okay.
Also, you can prestidigitation. That's another use of the spell.
Yeah. No, I wanted to add a personal touch.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Okay. So they're there.
Yes. Eventually he'll walk by. I egged his house, Tommy. Let me have this.
Okay.
What, you're not entertained?
No, I am thoroughly entertained.
Heck. But yeah, no, that was it.
Okay. I'm assuming you're floating back down?
Yep. In a huff.
I will make a note. Let me find the balcony. I will make a note that there are screaming stones and rotten eggs all over the balcony.
I hope there's enough.
Is there a way for me to make a note in Roll20?
You can essentially on the layer of if he ever walks to the balcony, on the layer, you can always just literally put it in a text bubble on there.
Oh, that's right.
Under jaw shape, there's text, and you can just make a text bubble. Hopefully there's enough eggs, grease, that acts as the grease spell, and he might slip and fall in it. Staining his, probably the robe that he just put in the wash.
He doesn't put things in the wash, Connor. He has servants for that.
He's a wizard. Does he not care about his flavor and flash?
He has servants for that.
Well, my point is, it's probably freshly cleaned. This is a day to celebrate for him. He'd
put something nice on, probably.
And I hope it stains.
Okay. Okay. There's now a note there. I hope you're happy.
I am happy, Tommy. I want my petty victory. Yeah, so I'm assuming you're going to call it here. Wait for Dan.
Yes.
Are we going to be doing it next Wednesday, or is there a day later on this week that we all have off? I know school isn't really much of a school isn't really a thing now, unless I don't know if you guys are doing like the little mini semester.
No, I missed registration.
I could probably do it another day this week, or I could just as easily wait until Wednesday.
Yeah. Nikki, I don't know if you have any like work. I know Philip, Dan, and Tommy do, so we got to work around their schedules.
My schedule's fairly open right now.
Okay. Philip, is there any day that specifically that would work out well?
It depends on my work schedule. It's highly volatile.
Okay.
We haven't got to next week's schedule yet. But if you're talking about same thing this week, I just worked.
I'm thinking like maybe not Thursday, like tomorrow, Friday or Saturday.
I am clear all day Saturday. Friday, I have a commitment in the afternoon, but other than that, I'm clear.
Okay. I guess we'll have to ask Dan then.
So yeah, let me know.
If you're up for it, Tommy. Like I know I was excited to do this, and I want to get to the meat of this module.
Oh yeah, I'm very excited for the rest of the goodies in this castle. Honestly, so the carnival and all of that, I threw in to breathe a little more life into it.
Well,
the tower and everything, that's the module.
Well, frankly, good job, Tommy. That was awesome. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
My favorite part was the pig. I did roll 2 nat 20s, and his name is Kevin!
Nikki, did you name him Kevin for Kevin Bacon?
Yes.
I thought so. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, aside from what you guys went for, there was also a jousting competition, and with the prize for that was a javelin of lightning and a solid gold jewel-encrusted horse trophy. And then archery and the Guess the Beans game. But you guys got through most of it. I'm glad you had fun.
I could have done Guess the Beans if I got the volume of a single bean and the measurements of the bottle, and that's just a simple addition, like understanding how many beans could fit in that based on the volume of the cylinder.
That would be assuming that I calculated the volume of a single bean and the volume of the non-existent jar that they're in.
You could just allow me to do an intelligence check, and I'd be able to simply discern the number. It wouldn't be a guess; it would be math.
Where is it?
DC 20 investigation check. Oh,
that's how much I thought into that game, Connor.
I'm gonna roll. You know what? I think I'm gonna roll that right now. I want to see if I can guess the beans, Tommy, from the Lich's Tower.
You can roll it, but the prize was given out to someone else because you weren't there.
Yeah.
And Dresden has it now.
Oh, no, that's a 24. Sorry, 23.
Well, had you done it, you would have gotten Eyes of Minute Seeing.
Those are just like they just boost my investigation checks, right?
I think they give you advantage on investigation checks for like when you're something you're holding.
Something like a foot away from me.
You can see much better than normal out to a range of 1 foot.
That's
advantage on investigation checks relying on sight.
Yeah, I tried to. I looked through nearly every uncommon magic item, and I tried to stick away from like passive bonus items like that for the ones that I was crafting, because I didn't want to essentially pile myself up with a bunch of these passive bonuses, like advantage on half the available skills and yada yada and all of that.
I tried to all the prize items. I made them non-attunement stuff because I figured you guys would have your attunement slots full, and these were all uncommon items.
Yes. But now I have a 7th elemental gem, Tommy.
Yeah, when you said I have 6 elemental gems, I'm like, oh, the one that's the prize that I made for the smart person challenge that I figured Connor would go for.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've got a few of those. And Dust of Disappearance to make it means then like they won't see us.
Dust of Disappearance makes them invisible, correct?
Yeah, I throw Dust of Disappearance. It makes myself and everything within a 10-foot radius of me invisible for 2d4 minutes.
Okay.
That's every minute would be 10 rounds of combat. So even if we get 2 minutes, that's 20 rounds of combat. I think that's more than enough for either whatever they're facing to kill the elemental to essentially give us a bonus, or for the elemental to waste whatever's in front of us. Or literally, I could just give all 7 of them to Philip, who's sneaky, and give him a sling, and he can just dot them around the lich, and have some fun there. Give the lich a nice little warm up.
So here's my question, because as soon as I got the milk and cookies thing, he just started charging up on the warpath, destroy everything. So how far ahead of the rest of the group am I going to be starting next week?
That depends on what he wanted to do.
Going in, killing every living thing in the tower I can see.
How are you getting in?
Oh, that's a good question.
I can get him in.
I did not think this
I can
through.
get him in easy.
I didn't think through my warpath charge.
That's how
Would I be able to shove him
warpath
back
goes.
with the Can I
me
shove
see if
him
I have-
back away from it with the mage hand so I can keep him from, getting to the door?
Oh, no, I have Dimension Door. I'll just Dimension Door in.
Okay.
And I imagine that he's charging forward with more force than 10 pounds.
No. Tommy, I have the telepathy feat. I can shove people as a bonus.
Telekinesis. I have the telepathy feat.
Sorry, I have the telekinetic feat. So he needs to make a DC 25 strength save to not be pushed back.
Cool.
He could just Dimension Door.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. Okay. Well, I think the lich would have control over that, block that kind of thing.
Phil,
I think
where are you Dimension Dooring to?
I'm going to try and get just past the door.
The spell fails.
Well, we
Mordecai's
haven't
private
started
sanctum.
yet. That's next week.
The lich must have set up Mordecai's private sanctum over his tower. It blocks all form of extraplanar travel and a bunch of kinds into the area. Can physically obscure it, as well as essentially you cannot, and no form of divination can enter the area.
Let's cover that next week. I will give one bit of warning. If any of you try to stop me on my warpath, I will direct the rage in your direction. And while I don't think I could kill any of you, I will be a thorn.
Can you fly?
Can I fly? No.
Yes. I'm just gonna fly.
I can get you in. I can get you in so easy. Because there are the arrow slots. And I have
I'm
that
just gonna float 30 feet above the ground and start shoving you with mage hand.
Just flame strike you then.
All right, 60 feet above the ground.
No, the flame strike will still hit you.
What's your range for flame strike?
I don't know that off the top of my head.
Because I have spell sniper, so I think I can be out of your effective range with you still within mine.
Do you want to have a PvP try to kill each other?
I don't know. I think I'll win.
Oh, I never said that I was going to win. I said I was going to be an uncomfortable thorn.
Okay.
I literally designed this guy to have the highest DPS combo I could think of.
What is it?
A 5th level Divine Smite stacked with a level 9 Rogue Sneak Attack.
Oh. I just haste myself, cast a leveled spell, a cantrip, and then use my Eldritch Cannons with my bonus. Eldritch Cannons by themselves, if I have 2 Force Ballistas, that's 6d8. And if I don't cast a leveled spell, I can consistently cast Eldritch Blast on both my action and secondary action. So that would be 8d10, plus the extra 2d8 that I get from my Arcane Firearm. So that would be, yeah, that would be 8d10 and 8d8 worth of force damage per turn.
Okay. I'm gonna head out because I am
Yeah.
exhausted.
Well, glad you all had fun. Any critiques or feedback?
That was a blast. I'm sorry that we are all so chaotic.
No,
It is simply our nature.
Considering the fact that now I would like what I know that like the game's never really lasted very.
I think my computer's having
Person
luck.
when one person was doing that would leave everybody else out of it. It doesn't really engage the rest of the people. So if you ever do something like that, I would keep it short, set a timer for yourself.
Okay. I did